Heyo, and welcome to Essential Collected Editions of September 2024 live. I'm Omnidog with Webhead and Dom of X. Welcome, dude.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Very happy to have you. I forget what this is, but we might see a duel with Dom versus Webhead. This might be a very interesting show. I think somebody thought Dom was jumping the management order to be in charge of comic releases.
No.
I do, yeah.
Whoever made up that rumor is a complete lie. It is 100% still Mr. Webhead.
That's what I thought.
Whoever made that rumor, you are wrong. I will let you know right now.
So there we go. Dom is trying to usurp power over there in the comic releases domain.
I knew it.
Arya, I don't know if he's here yet, but he signed in right when I created the show. My not nephew, Ryan Bragg. Welcome. Sazmurf. Yeah, it's been an hour. Gary's here. Can't wait for all three of these Omnis in the thumbnail. Let's see. I put Spider-Man Black Costume Saga, Superman Triangle Years, and I believe I put another Marvel book. What Marvel book are people really looking forward to? It was not Mutant Massacre Mess Up or whatever it's called. Where's my thumbnail?
Oh, the Prelude one, you mean?
Yeah.
It's Ghost Rider by Danny Ketch.
Ghost Rider. There we go. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Awesome's here. Good to see you. Somebody tell me, is this clickable in there? This is their Patreon for comic releases, and we have phones standing by. Is it clickable? So they can click right on it and go? Okay, we have phones standing by for you to sign in and become a Patreon member of comicreleases.com. Dom, since you're in charge of comic releases now, what do they get when they join Comic Releases Patreon? You can click on this. It's a hot link.
Well, what they do get is access to track every single book that is on the collected editions order tab. You can filter it by whatever you'd like. You can also not only track the book, you can add in shipping details, your priority lists if you want the book or are just looking to get it later. And we got a lot of those there. And I talked to Webhead about this last night or a couple nights ago, but we are thinking of all the people who are signed up on the Patreon, just like Omar has at the end of his videos. I might do one for my YouTube channel where I thank the CR patrons at the end for like the last 10 seconds or whatever. So that is what you get.
Okay. It sounds boss. So we're trying to raise enough money for more hair gel for Dom, of course.
Hair gel is not cheap here in
stuff.
California. I paid $45 for my hair product.
Oh my
just
gosh.
one. And that's just one hair product. So
whoa, and I thought
it
I
must be that French stuff.
It's whatever my barber recommended me.
Okay. So this is a guy that takes care of himself. You want him to keep looking good. He's got a YouTube channel. That's in the description too. Comicreleases.com is in the description too. It's the most clicked on link that I have. And their Patreon is also in the description box. But I'm going to be pimping the hell out of it here and placing it wherever I can.
Thank you for that, Jeff.
We appreciate you for that.
100%. Yeah. Chris is here. Good to see you. CNSSS, doubleheader today. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Carl. I just got done doing Crime Corner with the fabulous Bunkmaster. Jim S. Omnidog, I've been waiting for the stream all week. Happy I can catch it live. Okay, time in the... Oh, we have a Netherlands viewer. Nice.
11 over there, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, yeah, this was the rumor. Webhead alive? I thought Don killed him and took his crown.
I literally do not know who's spreading that misinformation. No, I never killed.
It's
would
Josh.
try.
It's a bloodless coup. Hello, Alex. Alex is excited for Ghost Rider. Freddy is without electricity. Oh, dear.
Well, that's
nice talking to you while we could, Freddy.
Oh, man.
Excited to talk about Trigun with these three for 4 hours. I think you might have a different channel that you may need to tune to.
Yes, that's the omnibus collector who tracks manga.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay, Captain, welcome. Yes, the link is working. Thank you. Trigun is fantastic. Okay, it is clickable. Great, thank you. No, his links aren't clickable, I don't think. Are James's links clickable?
They are, because he's a mod.
Because he's a mod. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes, James. I thought only the host could do it. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. Like if I post it, it just doesn't post it at all. But if James posts it,
okay, James, you're the guy. Rami's here. Welcome, Max, our second contestant from the Netherlands. Welcome, Netherlands represent. Jim S. asking a good question. I like this question. What is everyone reading at the moment? I'm reading Gail Simone, Batgirl Omni. Cool. I can pull it right here. Nice. Good choice.
I am
Webby,
back to
what
my
are you
Swamp
reading?
Thing absolutes. For about a month straight, a lot of my free time I was coding for the site. But in the last few days, I started reading my Swamp Thing absolutes again, just getting back.
It's very surprising coming from you.
I know. My time is limited, and I decided that most of what I was going to be reading was PHP docs.
And
what are you reading, Dom?
Dumbo, what are you reading?
I am on my third read through of this, which is the amazing Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow Deluxe by Bilquis Evely and Tom King.
That is a great choice.
Is that thing fairly self-contained? You just read it by itself?
Oh yeah. You don't need to know anything for that book at all.
After I'm done with these Swamp Things, I'm gonna jump around and read a few rando hardcovers. So I actually really wanted to read that one, so I might jump to that sooner than later.
It's a life changer. I am reading, not quite in the middle yet, but I'm reading Justice League Dark Rebirth. 1,500 chonkin pages of freaking great comics.
I'm on the last leg of that.
Are you?
Yeah, Jess. I am on the so when Justice League Dark got canceled, when Brian Michael Bendis took over Justice League, they put the backups, right? They put the backup stories of Ram V's JLD in Bendis's Bendis's run. I'm almost finished with those backups, which is like almost done with the Omni. So I have a little bit more to go, but man, I just love this book. It's so much fun.
It is super fun. And of course, Jake from The Brave and the Boys, he skips backups, so he will not get the end of that book. If he reads it, he'll find out they're backups and he'll just skip right through them. Sorry, Jake, you're missing out. Because those are things I haven't read, those Ram V ones. I read everything up until it got canceled, but now that was 5 years ago or whenever it was. So awesome. Got to try hair paste or clay. What? I will say that I also use product, but I'm not putting clay in my hair.
Well, there's different kinds of, like, if you've ever used pomade.
Hair clay?
You know, like pomade, or there's all those little different kinds of.
Yeah.
Like I use pomade.
Okay.
I just put a little in there just to keep my hair from flying all over.
Yeah. I put I do gel my hair up, but then I brush it so that I don't try to pretend like I'm looking like I'm 15. I have it sticking up all over the place. I'm not a rock star.
You're a rock star in our eyes, Jess.
Thank you, Dom. If only Comic releases Patreon come with a list of top 5 milkshakes, ice cream, and fast food. That's
we'll add a new widget to the homepage.
That's what my Patreon should be. Nothing but, well, that's what my Discord is. All cookies and ice cream.
I did have 6 Oreos today, so.
Oh, good for you.
Just 6? That's pretty good self-control.
Yeah, just
double
6.
stuff or single stuff?
Yeah, always double stuff.
Yeah.
Always.
Don't even mess with single. I don't even know why they bother putting that out.
People buy single stuff? That's like a first to me.
Yeah. Always double stuff. Jess, do you buy Tilly Walden books? I do, because I just saw they are kickstarting Spinning as a hardcover. I read Spinning and loved it. Let's see, what's the other? Kristen is the one that turned me on to the other two. Chris, what's the one where they're in outer space and they have such an interesting job? They it's 2 women in a spaceship, and they go to formerly civilized worlds that have crumbled down, and they remove all the evidence of the crumbled down civilization on all these other planets so that some corporation can go in and build malls and stuff on these planets. It's really on a sunbeam. That's what it's called.
That
and it
sounds
awesome. On a sunbeam, because the ship is called the Sunbeam. And then there's another one. They're driving. I forget what this one's called. I'll never come up with this one. I don't know how I came up with On a Sunbeam. But yeah, I love Tilly Walden. Brill Cream. I'm old enough to remember Brill Cream.
What
and
is
Vitalis.
that?
It came in a tube like toothpaste, and it was white, and it was like product for your hair. But back when they slicked their hair back, my dad had Vitalis, which was, I can still almost smell it. It was a liquid that you slicked your hair back in the style of Mad Men.
Interesting.
Marcelo's here. Nice. Yeah, it's 11 in the Netherlands. Bloodless coup, all smotherings. Well, I'm not asking questions on how it's happening. That's up to Dom.
There's going to be a lot of cookies and ice cream at the Revolution.
Pittyma is here, back for a bit before work. Great to see you, Pittyma. I've never actually studied
$3
where your pity is in there. I think the pity's looking at us. I see a big bone there at the bottom and a bone at the top. I know she's got at least one pity because she's Pittyma. Kiernan, welcome. He's currently reading Watchmen. After that, I'm going to read Doomsday Clock and Spider-Man. Whoa, you've got a big...
it's like a super big omni.
Yeah, you've got some reading ahead of you. Good for you. Spider-Man by Nick Spencer omnibus.
Did you get the Gleason cover?
That's the one that I did not get, and I really blew it. Man. I think that thing sold out. Such a cool cover.
It is. Still my biggest flex.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Maybe I can go on the OPB Whatnot site, and sometime maybe they might have a janked up copy that I can buy. If you do go to Organic Price Books, use code Omnidog for $2 off, or 5% off shipping 4 or more books together. Omnidog sit. That's right. Shameless plug for me. The man himself, Psycho Cleveland. Hey now. Nick's reading Den Book 2 in the Hitman Omnibus. Ooh, Hitman, really good. I haven't read done yet. I am reading Stamped from the Beginning and Death Strikes the Emperor of Atlantis. I think that Death Strikes is the book that you and I a few months ago, Webhead, were wondering about. I feel like it's still on my wish list. Death Strikes.
That wasn't recent, but we did talk about it at one point.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It's a Dark Horse book.
Oh, there's something I need to add to my list. There's the Spider-Man.
Mixing dystopian sci-fi, mythic fantasy, and zombie horror. Death Strikes the Emperor Atlantis is a graphic novel based on a suppressed opera written in 1943.
Exactly. Yeah. From Holocaust victims, I think. That's why it was unfinished.
Yeah. Prisoners from the concentration camp. Yeah,
right.
Concentration camp in Czechoslovakia.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I would like to read that too. PHP docs, blah, JK. I did PHP for a couple of years. These are coder jokes. I don't even know what any of that is. What are you coding nerds talking about?
The language is called PHP. That's what all the WordPress stuff is written in.
Ah, okay. Shaving cream is my only hair product. So you're going for the Michael Jordan look, going for the shaved head. Nice.
Got a dunk from the free throw line after you shave, man.
Oh, you're sweet to say that, Carl. Thank you. This is what's keeping it going here. Josh is the instigator.
2025 San Diego Comic-Con, Josh. Mark it on your calendar.
It's going to be in public at the biggest con ever.
We're going to play King of the Hill at Comic-Con.
Exactly.
King of the Hill. I remember that from being a little kid. That game was brutal. Yeah.
Push Omar down the hill. I win.
Let's go.
I don't think it's going to be 8 hours. But
no.
I already did 3 hours earlier, so I don't think this one's going to be 5 hours. I don't have it in me. I don't think these guys do either. They have lives to get to.
Yeah, we're not streaming for 5 hours.
I have been designing stuff all day, with the exception of like the 1.5 hours. I was on Omar's channel talking in the morning.
Are you listening? That's the other Tilly Walden book. Thank you. Yes. And On a Sunbeam. Freddie, I thought you were without power. What's happening there?
Maybe he's on his phone.
Oh, okay. There's the Tilly Walden Spinning Kickstarter. Spinning is great. I'm fine with my soft cover, but if you haven't got it yet, this would be a good way to get it. And here's a good question from Jim S. Thinking about getting Absolute Carnage Omni and King in Black Omni. Worth it? No. I love Donnie's writing. What does the panel think about these two events? I think you should just get Venom, the Venom omnibus by Donnie Cates. Now, I have Absolute Carnage, and I also have King in Black Omni, and I also have Venom. Am I stupid? Yes.
Yes.
Don't you be that way. I am a complete idiot. Just get Venom. You'll get the whole story. Everything important is in there. You'll get... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Jess. I was just going to say, like, the one thing I do really, really like about the Venomnibus, to the point where I even bought a copy for a friend of mine for Christmas, was because it's mapped extremely well. When you go from the first 3 arcs and then to Absolute Carnage and then the stuff in the middle and then right before King in Black, it's all mapped out accordingly so that you're not getting any awkward jumps or moments in between each issue. It is mapped specifically to the way that it's supposed to be read. Absolute Carnage and King in Black, everything that you need to read is already in those omnibuses. You get the full main series along with the Venom tie-in issues that act according with it. There's no real reason to double dip on stuff unless you want to see, I guess, hey, Miles Morales is doing this in Absolute Carnage, but honestly, I don't think you don't need that for Kate's stuff at all. It's all supplementary at that point.
I will say, and I already own them, so I'm just hoping the other tie-ins are as good. But the X-Men tie-in and the Black Cat tie-in and the Savage Avengers tie-in, that was kind of minimal. There wasn't a whole lot of, if I recall correctly, Savage Avengers was just like an issue where something happened and it didn't really affect the book. But the Black Cat tie-in was awesome. And so was the X-Men tie-in. So the only reason I'm keeping King in Black is to hope that a bunch of the other tie-ins are good too. I don't know why I own Absolute Carnage. I don't have an explanation for that one.
The nice thing about Marvel is that they will put in, for at least their separate, regular ongoing line omnibuses, whether it is Savage Avengers or Black Cat by Jed McKay, is that they do include the tie-ins from those events, if they have any at all, in those specific omnibuses. That's what I've always appreciated about their modern omnibuses. At least, like, you get the complete full-out story without any breaks in between. It's just that, again, like, if you are looking to read the whole event, like, I would say go for it. Like, if you want to see what the rest of New York is doing, for example, in Absolute Carnage and King in Black. But I know that, like, if you're just looking for the regular story and only what Donny Cates did with it, you really only need the Venom Omnibus by Cates and Stegman, and that's it.
Kane's here. Good to see you, Kane. Always good to see you. No, I am not talking about Trigon. I know nothing about it. I haven't read Clementine. No, I have my meds in me. How dare you? And Kristen's fave, Tegan and Sarah with Tilly, called Junior High. I haven't read that. Thank you, Freddie. I need to get that. All three are pitties. Are there 3 pitties in that picture? I just can't tell. Well, there must be 3 because you just said there were 3. Are there? Okay, I'm not making them up.
There's black one on the left.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, now I'm seeing them. One's on the couch and 2 are on the floor.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Lionheart, welcome. What's up, Joseph? Busy September for us collectors. Yeah. We, Webby and I barely said anything in the recorded edition of this show, essential collected editions, and there were 60 books. We barely said anything, and it went 35 or 40 minutes. It wasn't us going, oh, here's the reason you should buy this book. We were like, here's this book. Here's this book.
There's some you're just like, here's this one. All right, here's the next one.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's 60 books that we were talking about. Rodima's back. Good to see you. Good to see you. Dalmaticus, it's been a while. Hey, I just finished Once in Future. Awesome from start and finish. Yes. James, can you put up my review for that? Thank you. He probably already did it. I just haven't got to it yet. September is going to leave me even more broke after the hospital bills. Oh, Rodimus, I'm so sorry. I'm glad they saved your life, though. No, I am not doing a 9-hooker stream or 9-hour stream either. Oh, Doug is jealous of our hair. Sorry about that, buddy. Ear hair.
I feel the pain. This hair ain't gonna last forever. I gotta enjoy it while I got it.
I know. This is the greatest gift that I still have this at this age. Webhead just yawned when you said, I don't think they'll be on for 5 hours. Yeah, Webheads are already thinking, I got to get off this.
I love doing this for a limited number of hours.
My internet started out less wonky, but officially missing too much. Bye. Bye, Freddie.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing better days tonight. No. I think I'm actually... No, I'm not caught up. Okay, I don't have the Venom Omni. I do have the hardcovers, though. Oh, that's all you need then. The 3 hardcovers, right? Those are...
Absolute Carnage and King in Black are not in those hardcovers.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they're in the hardcovers.
That's the problem.
That's what the issue is. Okay, I do have the hardcovers, though. I'm kind of interested in the tie-ins, but if everyone thinks it's not worth it, well... Absolute Carnage and King in Black aren't in those 3. So how does he solve that problem?
I think he's gonna have to get the event.
Yeah, sell the hardcovers.
Or sell the hardcovers.
Yeah. I would say there's a good market for Marvel oversized hardcovers. People dig them, especially now that they're not really doing many of them. You could get some dosh for those hardcovers and then just get the omnibus.
Because the thing is, just getting an Absolute Carnage omnibus is already going to cost more than getting.
Oh, is it out of print?
No, it's just you need 2 omnis for the 2 events versus 1 omni for all of the Venom run plus the events. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's right.
It doesn't include all the tie-ins, but I mean, you could always. I've been doing this a while, and honestly, 90% of the time, the tie-ins are like, they're forgettable. It's not worth it. That's why, in a lot of words, Dom was like, I mean, you can, but why? I don't think a lot of the time the tie-ins are worth it. If you're super into it, you know, if that's like one of your favorite events, like I got the Infinite Crisis omnibus because that's one of my favorite DC events. Or I'll get all the Secret Wars ones they're putting out, even though I know like half those tie-ins are probably crap because I loved that event. There's a whole bunch of cool tie-ins on it. Flashpoint, another one where I thought the tie-ins were cool, but I think those are few and far between.
Do you really want to reread Canterbury Cricket again for Flashpoint?
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
and probably be skipping it.
Canterbury Cricket. Yeah, that was an odd one.
But yeah, so you're kind of hit or miss. You might, if you're really not sure. The only thing I was thinking was just kind of like you said, from the perspective of it's going to cost you more to buy those 2 omnis than to buy the 1 Venom omnibus omni. So you really still need to decide: do you care about the tie-ins or not?
Or if you can't sell the hardcovers, find a friend, get them to enjoy Venom.
Yeah,
because you'll still spend less.
You'll still spend less.
Now, do they have Marvel Unlimited in the Netherlands, Jim? I feel like maybe Europe doesn't get Marvel Unlimited, but I could be completely wrong.
I think MU is worldwide. It's DC Universe that is.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then this is probably a good idea. Hickman Omnibus didn't have the X of Swords tie-in.
Also, in all fairness to that comment, Ten of Swords was an actual story that was 22 parts long and that you need to read separately anyways. It's not one of those events where, it's like main book and time. No, it's a 22 part story that takes place in between X-Men 12 and X-Men 16.
Some crossovers, the story is the crossover. But like Absolute Carnage and King in Black, they're in their own title. And the main, the main title they came from. Like the story is contained primarily within those 2 books. You don't really need all the other crap. Yeah, you're right. That is a good point, though. There's different kinds of crossovers, and those 2 are not that kind of crossover. They're the simpler kind, more self-contained, with 900 tie-ins, because that's how Marvel does it now. X-Men Omnis are a good example of like, here's an event that took place in like 4 books.
Weirdo the Beardo, welcome. Hello, gentlemen. Hope it's all well. Where's Taylor Talks Comics at? Oh,
he couldn't make it this weekend. Now I forget why.
Yeah. He'll usually hit me up when he can make it, but I don't think he could make it this week.
I think he told us on stream last week, and we've just forgotten.
Yeah. And just don't worry, I barely do anything in 45 minutes all the time, except I stretch it out to 2 hours. For those of you who watch the Crime Corner show with Bunk, I will say I got a cup of coffee and I did listen to the Barbie Benton album. Now, for you youngsters out there, she was an extremely popular Playboy playmate back in the early 70s.
I mean, she kind of looks like one.
Yeah. This was Hugh Hefner's girlfriend for like 5 years. He asked her to marry him. She asked her to marry him 4 times and she turned him down. This was America's actually sweetheart for a long time. Everybody knew Barbie Benton. My daughter, part-time, just for extra dosh, works in a mid-century furniture store. And it was the back cover that was in a frame. And somebody came in and asked her, do you know who that is? And she said, no, but I bet my dad does. Just a sec. And so she sent me a picture and I said, yeah, that's Barbie Benton. And she laughed so hard she cackled and told the people. And I said, is there an album in there? Because if so, I want this. And I listened to it and it's all country Western, which I guess explains the kind of country Western belt buckle there. And she's dressed up like a old time saloon singer. I don't know, but her voice is actually really nice. I did not expect that. It reminded me sort of a kind of lightweight version of Dolly Parton or Jeannie C. Riley from Harper Valley PTA. I know this is going over everybody's head, but her voice is actually very pretty. Okay. Her voice is actually very pretty. I don't know that I'm going to play it again, but she could have had a country Western career. Thank you for putting that up. I appreciate it. I'm going to let Dom take over, then don't have to worry about the 12-hour Hess stream. We're not doing any Hess trucks on this. Those are a good collectible, but there's no Hess trucks.
Not today.
I love that Omar's girls love the Batter Days tune and sing it at home. Speaking of him, there you go, Shane. I know you like that.
We got to get at least one of these every time.
Yeah. YP here with his Psylocke by Art Germ in there. Nice. Dom must have watched those 2 DC announcement videos dozens of times. Doug must have watched those 2 DC announcement videos dozens of times. So much goodness. How did Jess get that Neil Adams Batman canceled? Omnidog got pulled. Booyah! Yeah.
I keep getting people because I do updates every single week or so on comics that get pushed back, not just omnibuses, but also trades if like prices change or whatever. So at least like the regular comic book goer like knows like, you know, what's going on that might not see, you know, the site or whatever. I get like 4 or 5 different, hey, like how did Neil Adams Batman get canceled? And I always tell them, like, hey, don't look at me. That's Jess's power, not mine.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Dom of X's YouTube channel is also in the description on a clickable link. Dom, you surpassed 1,000 recently. What are you at now?
I'm at 1,500.
Whoa!
I would not have been like I did not envision even hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Like let alone 500 before the summer ended. I thought like 500 by like September 20th was like a plausible goal that I thought I could maybe hit, but I didn't envision not only getting past that point, but like blowing way past it and now establishing myself as like one of the mid-tier echelon comic book YouTubers, which is pretty insane, but super grateful.
You're an influencer.
Nice. I'm super happy. I mean, I'm not really looking at like whatever the big next milestone is or whatever right now. I'm just trying to get comicreleases.com as the like #1 go-to site for every single omnibus collector who's out there. That is my next goal. If I hit 2,000 with a couple whatever, like hit 10K whatever, but cr.com right now is the number one goal for me right now.
And here's where you can go to sign up for their Patreon. I just put it in there. So
Thank
I mean,
you,
operators are standing by, so let's get going. We need people to sign up. See, wait, phone's ringing. Maybe somebody's signing up for Patreon right now.
And I appreciate all you guys that signed up in the last month. We got a bunch, and it's been really cool. I love seeing people using the website at all. And if you sign up for Patreon, that's even more awesome. But I see people like link to us, on different sites here and there. So it's cool. I like that. I like that people like the site.
Oh yeah, it's a must. That site is an absolute must. Alex is in Spain. We have Marvel Unlimited, but not DC Infinite. Dom is right. Okay. AS is here. Good to see you, AS. Yeah, you got Unlimited. Okay, that's good.
That's always a great way with these things where you're really not sure. If you've already got the service you can subscribe to, it's so much easier with this stuff. Before you commit to spending like $100 on an Omni, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is commitment. Like, they're not small books. These are giant.
Yeah, they're gigantic, 1,500-page books. So, like, when you get these tie-in, like the event books that are Omnis, it's like 80% tie-ins. So unless you're like super into them, that's why I miss you remember, Jess, how they used to do like a hardcover for the event and then a companion for the rest of it,
like Avengers versus X-Men and stuff.
Yeah, I miss that because then I could just never get the companion because I don't care.
Well, I know Original Sin is like tiny, and then the companion of the tie-ins is
it's like a real Omni
that size. Yeah.
There was some time during the pandemic where we all got that book for like $30 or something. I didn't even really want it, but it was so cheap. I was like, but other than that, nah.
Spooey saw the Justice League Origins Absolute for $25 at Ollie's last night. Thought about getting it, then realized I already own it twice. The Omnibus and the hardcover Blu-ray combo. I must resist.
Don't do it. Just stick with the Omni.
Yeah, I think you're... Wait, is that the stuff with the Jim Lee art in it? Justice League Origins. What?
It is.
Yeah, that's the first 11 issues, I believe, of Jeff Johns' Justice League for
the first arc where they're
so that's all Jim Lee art. I don't know. I can see wanting an absolute of that Jim Lee art. I mean, I'm not trying to bait you, Spooey,
but you get a better deal with the Justice League New 52 omnibuses.
Yeah. I'd say take that money and use it for a new book. Don't buy a third copy of the same book.
$25 though for oversized Jim Lee art. Okay,
I guess that is pretty cheap.
That is
if you're really
cheap.
into it. I still wouldn't do
it. Anybody backed G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero compendium set Kickstarter? They look real nice.
A bunch of people did that.
Does OPB have something G.I. What am I thinking of that OPB might have that's G.I. Joe related? Do they already have? See, I'm not a G.I. Joe fan, so I don't really know.
Was the compendium solicited? I'm pretty sure it was, right? I don't know if we tracked it yet, but
the hardcover one?
No. The trade paperback compendium for G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero.
Oh, I think they're talking about that Kickstarter that had all the crazy stuff in it. Because actually, funny enough, I think OPB and CGN well, at one point had the box sets from the
Okay, that's what I thought.
OPB is sold out.
Oh,
CGN's not. So if you missed the Kickstarter or don't want to pay the insane shipping prices that Kickstarters want, hop over to OPB or CGN, pick them up. Sometimes that's what I do. When I see a Kickstarter and I want it, I'll go see if Max is going to have it. Because he'll charge me $8 instead of $25 for shipping.
Yeah, shipping's crazy on Kickstarters.
I don't understand. It's so much more than what it actually costs. Boom is particularly bad, and I remember Max complaining like Boom shipping rates were horrendous, even for him as a retailer. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, that's fine. Does anyone know if they're reprinting the Guardians of the Galaxy HC Badani Cates, or should I give up and get the paperbacks?
They're definitely not going to reprint that hardcover. What I would suggest is, I think that there's a good chance that they'll coop up everything after Duggan in an omnibus, like throw in Cates and Ewing together or something, because a lot of those runs post Bendis are not particularly long. I could see them sort of doing the same thing like they did with Black Widow, and just pushing in a bunch of runs together and calling it a collection. But yeah, that hardcover is not going to get reprinted.
If it's an OHC, it's not going to happen.
Okay, yeah, it was an OHC, Guardians of the Galaxy. So it wasn't an Omni, it was a not thin, but it was a regular OHC.
I believe.
Yeah, I'm with both of these guys on that it's not going to get reprinted.
And it's not part of the Cosmic Universe Omni either, is it? No. That's right, because I bought the Cosmic Universe one, and then I bought that hardcover to get all the stuff. They really should have just... I feel like people complained about this at the time, that they should have just put this in that Cosmic Omni.
Right, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh well. Maybe they'll do the Super Sons thing and give us an expanded Cosmic Cates Omni. Oh God.
Oh my gosh, now I feel old and useless. I only know the Harper Valley PTA song from the old Time Life music collection infomercials. Nobody here even remembers Time Life. Oh my gosh. I have so many miles behind me. Oh, here's Jewish Dragons. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Domavex's channel. Nice. Yes, she could do both, country and Western. She was awesome. Are you interested in, have we gone off on a tangent long enough to start? We have 60 books to go through.
Let's kick it off. Let's do it. Let's run through the gauntlet.
All right. And I will continue to answer questions. But you guys can talk. We can all talk about what you're excited about, what's coming out.
I told Mr. Webhead this last night. This is a magazine oversized hardcover, not standard.
Yeah. No, while we were, you probably missed over because I fell over my words. I was like, oh wait, because we went back. I was like, this is an OHC. So I'd labeled it, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, hold on. No, this is a normal black. Yeah. So it's a normal black label magazine OHC, like you said.
City of Madness, and it is... Who's this?
Christian Ward.
Christian Ward.
Who drew Black Bolt. Yeah, he was the guy who drew Black Bolt, the Black Bolt miniseries with Saladin Ahmed.
And I think he did Odyssey with Matt Fraction. So his art is amazing.
This looks really cool. This is actually on my watch list right now.
On Patreon?
Yes. I am not just the administrator. I'm also a member.
This is the first week in September. Yoink. Deadpool Epic Collection. Johnny Handsome.
And I like the idea of the cover. I just am iffy on the...
It's just got that Liefeld face going on Wolverine. Like real hardcore.
Yeah, Epic Collection here. Oh, Elseworld Superman Volume 1. I'm definitely getting this.
I think there are, I want to say, 8 Elseworlds trade paperbacks total.
I'm getting
if I'm
all of them.
There's, I don't know if you remember them. I think there's 2 Superman, 3 Batman, 3 Justice League. Is that right? I don't know. They seem to be just like, they're like, we're going to reprint all these in a couple months worth of time.
Yeah. Which is
great.
Awesome,
because I think these are fun. I wish they would just make an Omni.
Well,
DC.
They switch back to the Bullet logo come this October. I think that's actually
They're waiting for the logo switch.
Jim Lee said all books as are starting on the first week of October will have the brand new DC Bullet label and not the one that you see on the screen right now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Old school. What era is that from? Like the 80s? Oh, late 70s. There we go. Through the 80s. That's the logo I knew as a kid.
Here's your fellow admirer of yours, Dom. Dom is not mid-tier, he is S-tier.
In our hearts.
I'm definitely mid-tier until I get a larger audience, Jake.
Here's comic releases. Thank you. Comic releases Patreon. Oh, and the crazy Discord where I go in and it's like 400 people talking to me. I'm like, wow, what's happening here?
That's also because when you go in there, they're like, Jess!
There's so many members in there. Mine's like, here's a picture of a cat that I saw. Here's some ice cream. And then you go into comic releases. It's all like, what are you reading? How's it going?
You've never stepped foot in Omar's. That thing is nutburgers. There's so many people in there.
Well, yeah, he has it up under a paywall. I ain't going in there.
I'm not paying.
No. Get it. Still the first week in September, and you said this is an oversized trade, correct?
Yes. If the listing is to be believed, it is a magazine-sized
magazine-sized.
It is basically a magazine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is a magazine.
Killer Smile.
Have they done that with any of the other ones, Don?
Yeah, they did it with Tom Taylor's Hellblazer. They did it with, they've done it with a couple.
I probably just wasn't paying attention.
I don't remember that.
That's cool though. I like that they're keeping the format the same, even for the trade paperback.
Yeah. Like $19.99 too. Not too bad of a price.
Yeah.
Marvel Encyclopedia Collector's Edition.
That is an epic Coquetto cover.
I was just going to ask that who was the artist, and that cover kills. That is such a cool cover.
You can tell because of the hair.
He does hair like that on Ms. Marvel?
Marco draws like the most fluid, dynamic hair, I think, out of any modern artist that I've seen work for the big two.
Who's that? Is that Monica Rambeau up there next to Miles?
That is her. Spectrum.
Okay.
As she's called now.
Spectrum. Oh, I'm not caught up. Okay, Spectrum. With an introduction by Stan Lee. That can't be a very current one.
Forever. They've probably got like 900 notes archived from him to use at any given time.
Yeah.
Something. Excelsior.
Okay, this is the what universe again? Cross-gen?
Cross-gen.
Yep.
Something tells me I'm going to get this from JP to overview.
You're going to have a whole cross-gen collection.
Yeah. Now the cover looks cool. This is
Brandon Peterson did the cover.
Okay. And I don't know, that mystic that looks like some kind of supernatural stuff that I love. Okay.
You'll have to tell us how this stuff is. My first inclination is to go, silly 90s stuff. But sometimes it ends up being good.
Yeah, when I overviewed Sigil, it was actually it was kind of interesting. I kept it, and I thought maybe I will read this. It's still on. I'm still on the fence, kind of. But if I have Sigil, then of course I have to get Mystic.
And this is how Jess ends up with an entire cross-gen library.
Yeah. I made a video that shouted out comic releases today. It's less than the cost of a single issue of a comic, less than coffee.
Thanks, dude. That's really cool of you.
Dom needs to make a 1,500 subscriber video, and then everyone will be like, "Didn't you just hit 1,000 like a week ago?" And then he'll respond, right. "Yes, back."
Boom.
That $2 is the least I could do as often as I use that site, guys. Did you just do it, or did you do it a while ago? Because phone operators are standing by.
I think he is already a member.
Yeah. Doug's already a member. Okay.
Yeah, he is. He signed up this month, though. So thank you, Doug.
Good. Nice. Still first week of September. Quick Stops. Volume 2.
Whatever insanity this is.
What is happening?
Remember, the Askew-niverse is just all the Kevin Smith movies.
Okay. I've seen Clerks. I need to see Chasing Amy.
That one I haven't seen. Did you see like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or Clerks 2?
No. I'm not a big Jason Mewes fan. Something about him. I feel like I would have hit him in high school.
I mean, I feel like that's exactly what they're going for.
Is that what they're going for? He's a really good actor then, because I really want to hit him.
When they show up in Clerks, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a peaceful guy, peace and love, but boy, he has a punchable face. Okay, this is a big deal because I know the Slain books, The Horn God, were out of print. There were 3 of them. Simon Bisley art, Pat Mills writing. Yeah. Do we know the what's the cover price on this from 2000 AD?
That is, let's see here, 110.
Oh, that's not 110. And get that at a discount. These 3 books are looking really nice. I know Super Laugh Hard and Ilan are probably huge fans of this, and probably Next Imaginaut and Lars from Norway, all the European and people in the know like Next Imaginaut. This book is supposed to be really something else. I own it, but I haven't read it. So that's 80%.
It's a big one. Looks like Dom helpfully put a note in the collects area that says it is a 14 by 10.5 inch book. Thank you, Dom. That was a smart idea.
Wow, that's a reasonable price for this then.
Yeah, I mean, it looks nice. It's slipcase. Looks cool. I bought it. I think I got it from OPB.
Oh, you pre-ordered it?
Yeah, I didn't want to try to figure that crap out later.
Sure. Sleeping Beauties. Must be both books put together, I think. Standard hardcover, huh? Okay. Just needs to solicit some singers and comedians to support the telethon. I asked Barbie Benton, but I haven't heard back yet. Is that Omni worth it? That one and the Cosmic Ghost Rider have weird mapping, right? Oh,
you're talking about the Guardians hardcover? Oh, the universe, the
Marvel Cosmic Universe by Donny Cates Volume 1, right?
Donny Cates.
Yeah.
I assume that's what. Is that worth it? That's a good question.
Yeah, as I recall, there's a story that starts with the Inhumans, right? And then you have to jump to something else in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you go back to the Cosmic Universe book. Something like that. It is odd mapping. It's odd that they didn't just put the Guardians of the Galaxy book in there, as I think Webb had said. But it is odd mapping. You kind of need them both together.
I think Marvel was just expecting more, I guess, from Donny Cates, but since he left the company so abruptly, or just stopped putting out books for Marvel.
Right. I don't know about Cosmic Ghost Rider. I mean, of course I own it, but I haven't read it because that would be weird for me.
I'd read it. I own it. But no, I've not read it.
To be fair, I read all of Cates and Trades and upgraded, but haven't reread them. The material is great. So this is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. You're way behind, but I thought Spinning was already at HC from First Second. I have it. You have it in HC.
When you guys were talking about that, I was looking at stuff on Amazon. All those books are on Amazon. Like Spinning is here.
In hardcover.
I wonder if the Kickstarter is like a new version, perhaps? Because, yes, this is a smaller than standard size, too. So I don't know if the new one's like bigger or what's going on with that.
Yeah, the things I have are smaller trade paperbacks. On a Sunbeam's really chunky. And it's kind of hard to make the art out, actually. I would actually like to see that in much bigger size.
I wonder what size the Kickstarter is, if it's any bigger.
Pidima asks, before she goes to work, do you know if the Man of Steel HCs are going to be printed in an omni or oversized format, or by the reprints that are on sale now?
I have a very good feeling that they'll probably put out Man of Steel in DC Finest, but I know that's not the answer to the question. I would say hold out if you're not looking for buying them in the size that they're in right now, which is standard. We just got, or we will be talking about Triangle years later. Just to have that in omnibus is pretty incredible. And I think there's a decent chance that we could get DC to push out an omni or a line of deluxes for Byrne's Man of Steel at some point.
Good info. Jake having a life crisis in the chat. How does anyone say no to an absolute? I'm not strong enough.
It's easy for me if it's part of a series and the absolutes don't cover all of it. At that point, there's just no point. I want the whole thing. I don't want to read it in 2 different books. That's how I say no. That's how I say no to those. But that's also why I keep buying all these stupid Batman ones.
It's a UK edition.
End up buying Arkham Asylum.
Well, they also have a UK edition of On a Sunbeam. OPB is the normal one. I think not the Kickstarter one. OPB, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero Compendium.
So they do have the hardcover one on the site, but they seem to have sold out of it.
Okay, so they will be carrying the compendium in October. And
it looks like CGN's still letting you order the hardcover set if you missed out on the Kickstarter. He probably ordered a whole bunch of them. I mean, those will sell. That feels like an easy sell.
Jim is wavering now. The King in Black Omni cover is absolutely gorgeous, though. It's seducing me.
Hey, man, Ryan Stegman can draw a good Venom. I know it's a hard battle, but
all I'm saying is, sitting on your shelf, you're just going to see the spines anyway. So who cares? I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap to be drawn in by these things.
I need Dom to teach me how to get paid as an intern. No, you don't. No, Jake. No, you don't. That's strictly Dom's business. Dom, don't tell him about that contract or anything. I did pick up this DC Black Label book, Joker, Harley, Criminal Sanity, for $7. I know nothing about it. Seriously? I've talked about it forever, Spooey. You must be joshing. You're having me on, as the Brits would say. You're having a laugh. You must know something about it, because I talked about it all the time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Compendium
Volume 3.
Volume 3. Okay.
These are cool.
Shadow Man. Now, are these trades? Okay, it's even if you can't get the deluxes because they're super out of print, a lot of this stuff is really well written by a lot of really good writers and artists and stuff. So Alien Books is doing everybody a solid by reprinting these things. And here you go, Josh. Vinland Saga Deluxe Book 4.
Well, he was asking about Trigun, but this is also manga.
Well, we have a couple mangas in here, so I figured he was going to be wanting it.
Just, I don't know. It's all manga. I don't care. I always put these up because half of them a comic company is putting them out, but also they're super nice if you're into that sort of thing, you know. Usually manga comes in this tiny little tankobon, so these big deluxes they're so cool.
Okay, Vinland Saga Deluxe Book 4. We're still on the first week of September. This is the last week of September, which is September 3rd. Omnidog's anniversary. Yes, we already have plans. I did not forget. It's our 35th anniversary. Older than a big chunk of you in there. It's how long this boy's been married. Right. So yeah, September 3rd. X Factor.
Congrats to you, by the way.
What's that?
Say congrats to you.
Oh, thank you.
Those milestones are very cool.
Tom's Wi-Fi is down. Okay. Thanks for reappearing.
This is so stupid, but it is what it is.
You'll be okay. Yeah, you look fine. Yeah, you look totally fine. Can you believe he's looks like that? Oh, did I say that?
Oh man, I have to kick him off before anyone notices.
Oh my god, he's dragging us down. I wonder why they haven't reprinted Infinity Gauntlet. Hopefully they do soon. That thing's a top seller for him. I don't know why that's not an evergreen.
I feel like it'll come back before long.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, eventually CNSS, we do talk about the books. Now this book, Webhead will tell you, and probably Dom also, when we get to the other big X-Men omnibus, they'll have things to say about this X Factor book, right?
Yeah, we'll do the same thing we did on the recording.
I think Webhead and I have had this X Factor and Prelude to Mutant Massacre omnibus conversation like 6 times over in the last like 8 voice chats.
Yeah. I figure it's one of those things you just tell people because not everyone is as tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when we get to the Mutant Massacre, we'll go over it quickly. We don't need to take 20 minutes to talk about it or anything.
And I've told Webhead multiple times before, like there is a market out there for people who have wanted the Louise Simonson run like in its entirety. Yeah. I know 6 of those people and talk with them mostly every day online. So there, if you want the full omnibus line or whatever marketed towards you, and don't really particularly care about like your events tying and crossing it over or anything else, I would suggest buying it. There's no harm in doing that. But like Webb had also said, if you want a more efficient and economical approach to figuring out how to get all of this anyways, buy Prelude to Mutant Massacre instead.
Which is coming up. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the second week in September, September 10th. with All-Star Batman.
Right back.
Scott Snyder, the deluxe edition. The other things were standard hardcover. Okay, now we lost Webhead. I believe there are 3 of these that will be in this.
Yeah, there are 3 volumes of this originally.
Right. I'm probably gonna give this another go because I really, really liked one of them, and I was sort of okay on the other 2. But it's Scott Snyder, it's Batman, all those great artists that are lined up there too. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this. It's deluxe. The art is gonna be bigger. Yeah, I talked myself into it. I think I need.
It has my favorite issue in that run is the Tula Latte Poison Ivy one shot arc. I think it's like 7 or 8. I really, really enjoyed that. I'm also going to be doing an overview of this for near mint condition, I guess, for all the people who are listening. So if you want, I guess, my full thoughts on it. It's not as particularly strong as like the first 3 or so stories in Scott's adjectiveless Batman run that ran in New 52. But he has a lot of fantastic artists like up his alley doing some cool like side shots for villains that he didn't get to come across or write in his Batman run because he either didn't have the opportunity to write them or that stuff was sidelined because he was doing stuff with Riddler, Joker, the Court of Owls, and whoever else appeared in that run. So this really is Scott's second sort of shot at getting a better attempt to come across his rogues gallery and other characters that he didn't get a chance to write in his Batman run.
And to be fair, the first half of that Batman run is, as they say, S tier. It's unbelievably great. And this stuff is, without the first run that he wrote, this stuff would be good. But we sort of got spoiled with how awesome the first half of that Batman New 52 run was. So this may not be as strong, but it's still Snyder with, as Dom said, with some good ideas and stuff still in the Batman universe. So I still think I mean, I've already talked myself into it. So I don't know if I have talked to anybody else.
Really?
I don't actually. Yeah, shut up. So some dude on some site doing something distracting. Dom of X is an excellent moniker for another type of. I shouldn't have highlighted that. What I thought his name was interesting. Sorry.
I'm flattered.
Okay, well, good. That's a way to look at it optimistically. Will the new Green Lantern Corp Volume 2 have the new logo?
Will have the bullet logo.
Will. Good question to ask. And Dom has the answers. Nice. We are in the second week of September 10th. Busiek and Perez. This has been out of print for a while. And, you've got 2 of comics top tier creators here, Busiek and Perez. This is I mean, it's Busiek's Avengers. So with Perez art, how can you go wrong with this?
I'm glad they finally reprinted these. Those are fun to get for a bit.
No, this book is super fun. Jeff Parker. If I recall correctly, I don't think Mike Allred does that much art in this.
I think it's mainly the first, third of this omnibus that has the Mike Allred art, if I remember correctly.
Let's see. Of course, in the utterly worthless table of contents, it doesn't tell me. Some of this looks like it. I mean, he definitely does the covers for a huge chunk of them. That doesn't look like. This doesn't look like. Did that mean you got a Patreon? I think Jonathan Case does most of these. But it doesn't matter. It's really, really fun and good. I mean, this is some of the most fun you can have with Batman. Batman 66. As long as you know what you're getting really, really good, fun, funny, goofball stories like Batman 66 was. And we're back on that Soups Elseworld. That was definitely some mature era Eduardo Barreto work. Very lovely stuff. Jess has the most chill, relaxing Discord. I love it. It's like a Xanax. Xanax puts you to sleep. Although I guess it could relax you still. Okay, I'll take that. That sounds like a compliment. I'll take it.
Well, yeah, it's not just to put you to sleep.
It's to relax you. Yeah, my Discord relaxes you. Thank you. I'll take it. World's Finest Volume 4. World's Finest Volume 4. Oh, this is the one with the Tamara Bonvillain colors. Has she done the colors for the first 3?
Yeah, she did. She's the she's the entire colorist for Dan Mora's art.
Once in her colors and once in future on Dan Mora's art. Woo! Chef's kiss.
I agree.
Wow. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is the second week in September. Batman Joker Year 1, Zdarsky with some top artists there. Joker. I am so sick of you.
With his Red Hood helmet, too.
To be completely fair, Jess.
Yes?
Joker hasn't been in a mainline Batman book for 4 years up until they put him back in Joker Year 1.
That's a surprisingly long time.
That is.
When was
Why
Joker
does it
War?
seem like
Joker
he's
War
in
was
every
4 years
single...
ago?
Yeah, Joker War was 4 years ago?
Joker War was 4 years ago.
Wow. I feel like we just... Maybe because the hardcovers had come out. That seems like that was more recent.
Yeah, because he had the...
Remember, there's like a bunch.
He had the Tynan series and then the Matt Rosenberg series, which followed it to fill in the footsteps of where he was for the 4 years of publication that we didn't have in the main Batman book. But yeah, we have now had Joker and Batman for almost half a decade, which is pretty surprising, but here we are.
Well, obviously I'm behind on my Batman because all I feel like is I have Joker rammed down my throat. But okay, Dom, you know more than I do. You should be the one with 9,000 subs, and I should be the one with 0 subs. I don't know anything.
Don't say that, Jess.
This is back when we were talking about the Marvel Encyclopedia. I don't know why that's funny, but Marvel that is a spectacular cover. Photon, is she Photon or Spectrum?
I just read a Monica Rambeau book with her new. It was called Jewish Dragons is probably right.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'm getting my names mixed up.
We know it's Monica Rambeau. That's the cool thing. Reaper, welcome. Good to see you from down under. Den Volume 3. I don't even think I bought Volume 2 yet, and that is a creepy cover.
They all are.
Yeah. This is twisted. I need to read Volume 1 to decide if I'm going to keep going on Volume 2. That'll happen in 2031, I imagine. Mystic looks like Quesada and Smith's Daredevil. Here's Hondo. Welcome, Hondo. Good to see you. One of the Bay Area bandits. Here's a question for Chris. Do you think IDW will finish off the deluxe TMNT line, or do we need to buy this Armageddon Deluxe? I'm thinking they want us to buy it, then announce volume 17. Help me, Obi, Web Kenobi, you're my only hope.
So you mean, do you think they're going to continue the issues without you needing to buy that Armageddon Deluxe? I'm not sure if that was meant to be like the continuation. I mean, they have actually. Okay, well here I can answer this question very easily. They've just announced volume 17. I see it on PRH.
So does he need to buy the Armageddon Deluxe?
Let's see what's in it.
We will answer
through
this,
137, Alliance issues 1 through 5, and the Armageddon game issues 1 through 6. So no, you can just go. It's solicited for April Fool's 2025.
So he does not need to get the Armageddon Deluxe.
I don't
if
think
he's
so.
Getting volume 17.
Yeah, I think he didn't realize that 17 had been solicited now. Or well, I don't know if it hasn't been solicited, but it's on Penguin now. Because if you guys don't necessarily follow this very closely, there's books will appear on the Penguin site for everyone except Marvel, usually before they're actually solicited for the month. So you'll just see books pop into our site sometimes because we're like, oh, hey, look. Like, I don't actually know if we've added this one to the list yet, so we will. And by we, I mean I'm going to do it right now if it's not already on there. So don't just rely on the solicits. Like if you're trying to see what's new, I thought I might add a new page to the site. But if you just sort by the added date, you can see what stuff's been added recently. That's always a good way if you're waiting for something.
Okay.
But yeah, the main thrust of the question was, should I get this, or do you think there's going to be a volume 17, which is now very easy to answer because now there is a volume 17.
Nice. I'm getting yelled at for not having seen Chasing Amy. Okay. Okay, good. Those are the paperbacks. These are hardcover for $100. Kevin Smith's Tusk is worth a watch, just not during dinner. Oh, that doesn't sound good to me. Brave and the Boys, I actually agree with that Dogma comment. Oh, and here's next Imaginaut. Vault. I mean, it's Vault. Oh, that's me. Mystic is very solid from what I know, and it features some of the better art of all the cross-gen titles. The incredible cheesecake should merit your price of admission alone. Oh, my viewers know me well. Thank you, Next Imaginaut. I am now getting it because you know me well. Okay. I'm getting corrected on my pronunciation. Okay, what? Slaneya is superb and features what I think has to be Bisley's best art. Am I pronouncing Bisley right? Slanya. Somebody else take a shot at that. Slanya. Okay.
Like Slancha.
There's no way I could have known that.
No, I still feel like I'm reading it in front of me and I still don't know it.
Thank you for the correction. Next. Meant to posit this early. The case for getting the X Factor, the original X-Men Volume 1 Omni, is only if one wants, 1, a truly comprehensive X book library of that era along with New Mutants, 2, UXM, etc., with all their respective issues missing from the Mutant Massacre Omnis. 2, it's important to you to also have all of those titles, respective letter pages, and special features. And 3, you either don't mind toggling back and forth between different Omnis to read Mutant Massacre. You're keen on also owning the Mutant Massacre Omnis to read that event easily in one.
Yeah. So basically, if you're going to buy the other event Omnis anyway, it makes more sense to go from the Uncanny X-Men 4 straight to Mutant Massacre Prelude. at least from a money perspective. But
Slanye.
Yeah.
Slanye. What the hell? Is a lot of fun. Bisley Conan. Slanye.
Yeah. I don't. Every time you say it, it's a little bit different.
Slanye. Horned God Anniversary is already sold out on OPB.
It is.
Wow, you were smart to pre-order it, dude.
I mean, you probably hit that up first day on IST, though.
Oh, no, Joker. Dom, you're killing me here. Tiny Onion. This is the thing that's about James Gordon.
It is for 2/3 of that book.
Okay, that's fair. I own these and I will read these. Joker Year One under protest I will get because I like Chip Zdarsky's Batman. So yeah. Okay. So actually, yeah, I heard really good things about this book. And it's Tiny Onion, so. Okay. How do I pronounce this again, Webhead?
Slanye.
We've moved on. Very good. We've moved on to this book, which I always say wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's just Mighty Morphin / Power Rangers, 2 books.
Okay. Book.
This looks very similar to the other books that are called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but these are the newer hardcovers from when they split the thing into 2 titles. So this is new. It's not a reprint of something that was out before. Because I think it was like Shattered Grid with the old Volume 3.
I knew it.
If you're still
Josh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, if you're still following Power Rangers, this is the latest one. Go, Jess.
Okay, I'm just saying that Josh was excited about Vinland. So there, we threw that in just for you.
He wants all the manga.
They do a lot with the Vinland covers. The ruins change. Oh, and next, imagine I had a 4th one. Or this is about Mutant Massacre. Or reading that event in actual order of the interweaving crossovers isn't important to you. Sorry, I didn't see that it was 4 out of 4. Thank you, Dom, for the info on Man of Steel. I will be getting Soup's Triangle Omni. Awesome.
You got to let DC know that people are also interested in getting Superman Omnis and not just like 15 Batman Omnis every single quarter.
What do you mean?
Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, Marvel Masterworks. So this has to be remastered. And this is the one that reset the whole era. So it's pretty boss. For you Masterworks collectors. We're still on September 10th. Nightwing Volume 5, Time of the Titans. Tom Taylor's Nightwing is awesome.
That's got to get an Omni at some point.
I am almost positive it will because I've got the standard hardcovers and I'll get this too.
This issue has the first-person view Nightwing one-shot in it.
Oh, and that's what that covers about?
They switched it from... It was originally a cover where they... it was like issue 103 where it was the homage to a Vine a couple years ago with all the Titans like dancing around Nightwing, like whatever. But yeah, I guess they switched it last minute.
Okay.
So yeah, this reestablishes the Titans in a brand new city. I won't spoil where. On top of you getting the first person issue to end off this hardcover.
Nice. Yeah. My anniversary. Thank you. You share it with your brother's birthday. Okay. Thank you, Carlin. Yeah, I hope you get there one day too. Congrats to upper management for holding on for these 35 years. I celebrated 10 years of marriage last month. I need to let me screenshot that and send that to upper management. I think she'll get a kick out of that. Thank you, Rodimus. You're right. She puts up with a lot. I've been reading Planet 628. Welcome. I've been rereading Harbinger and Bloodshot from Valiant, and it's awesome stuff. Yes. If you already have X-Men Omnibus 5, just buy X Factor Epic Collection. If you don't have it, buy Prelude to Mutant Massacre. Is that okay? So that's what I should do because I have that damn omnibus just like everybody else does. So
it depends. I'm gonna get rid of my Volume 5 and get Prelude, but there's multiple paths to. If you've already bought X-Men Omnibus 5, just know both of those omnis have X Factor 1 through 8 to them. So if you are already buying the various event omnis for X-Men, starting with Mutant Massacre, you will have all the X Factor issues that come after, except the 1 through 8. So the Prelude fills in that 1 through 8, or you could go buy X Factor and get that plus some extras that are going to double dip with the event omnis you may already have. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. The main thing is just know what's in there. Pay attention to the contents so that you know what thing you actually want. Because some people still may want that X Factor Omni. If you haven't bought anything right yet, I would just buy the Mutant Massacre one, the Prelude. But yeah, if you've got Volume 5, you kind of have a choice to make.
I'm going to catch up a little bit because people are talking now about that the X Factor thing. I'm on a comic collected buying freeze, but I might be tempted to break it by that Shadow Man just because I'll read anything by Peter Milligan. I think he can make anything interesting. I will get the X Factor Omnibus over the Prelude Omnibus. I already own UXM Volume 5, and this has stuff that won't be in Prelude 1. Plus, it will be weird getting Volume 2 and not owning Volume 1.
Well, if you're trying to own all of X Factor, the only thing I would say is that's already in all the crossover ones. If you're not getting all the crossover ones, yeah. I mean, whatever the Volume 2 is, I think a large amount of that would already be in the crossover omnis, right, Dom? Don't we kind of have like a line through a large part of X Factor? I don't remember anymore.
I feel like we sort of covered this.
Just pay extra attention. You know, we're just alerting people to the fact that the same content's in both of those. So just pick.
Yeah,
you do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter.
This is actually on me because I'm behind in the comments. Jess Van Dom, he's spreading very fine, very, very fine propaganda. This is sorry. I think Allred does covers for most issues and interiors on a handful. Right. I'm not going to mind the. I get why people are upset, but it's the logo thing's not going to. I'm not going to let it bother me. I do get why people are upset, but I mean,
okay.
DC's
You should be used to it at this point. Yeah, the entire time I've been like collecting omnis, they've legit changed it like twice already. This will be a third one.
Yeah.
Not to mention the whole Black Label, Vertigo. Or whatever you want to call that, right? And when they inevitably bring Vertigo back, because that was dumb. So you just get over it. It's gonna happen too much.
I said this on my channel when I did an overview of all the books on the catalog. I said, what's a good looking bookshelf if it's not a little bit inconsistent with the spines? I think it does add a little bit of flavor. I get the uniformity, but it's also like I just expect that,
Yeah, I just expect it. Like, I agree it's mildly annoying, but it's going to happen so much you just have to make peace with it. Especially with DC. They love to be changing things.
You just hope that Jim Lee and James Gunn and whoever else is manning the top of the forts don't change it off again. So who knows?
We'll have this conversation again in 5 years. I guarantee it.
Yeah, no question.
That's only if the James Gunn Superman movie doesn't do well. But if it does, I wouldn't expect another logo change for another 10, 15 plus years. So
maybe. You could be right.
Jake, if the Batman 66 show is for you, then the book is for you. If you don't dig the Batman 66 show or the kind of corny, campy thing that it was, you may not dig it. I don't know. And only the chat can answer this question. What drug your Discord is? You're hoping for Adderall or peyote? Well, that's a callback to the 70s.
I was not expecting the second to be on that text.
Yeah, peyote. Wow, good poll. Here's the Xanax everybody needs, my Discord. While Just can't read manga, he should definitely check out the dubbed anime adaptations for Vinland Saga and Full Metal Alchemist B at least. These are very good stories to miss out on. I do love anime, so I got no problem with that. Oh, and that reminds me.
You watch anime, but you don't read manga?
Anime, yeah, anime doesn't go backwards while I'm watching it. I can follow it. I can't follow the way manga's laid out backwards. I understand. My brain's not elastic like that anymore.
You just go get a bunch of it and just read nothing but manga for a while so that you can rewire your brain.
Dude, I've been having this conversation for 8 years. It's not happening. I love anime though.
Is flipped though. Which one is it? The other one.
I read it and I didn't dig it.
You did.
Yeah.
You didn't like it all?
No.
Well, the only one for you.
The Blade of the Immortal. Yeah. It
that's what
it
was, yeah.
It wasn't for me. I love that everybody loves manga, and I think you should love it to the most you can. It's just not for me. But I need to see Suicide Squad Isekai. I was all caught up to like episode 7 or 6 or whatever they had. And I think I've missed a couple weeks, and I'm way behind on Kite Man. Hell yeah! So I
didn't even know you watched anime. I just assumed because you don't do manga that you didn't do anime.
Oh, I don't mind the stories. Yeah, I've seen Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop.
That's a good one. I love Cowboy Bebop. Did you get the Blu-ray set?
I don't know. I do have both of them on DVD. I think I have them on Blu-ray. I have like 6 different albums of Cowboy Bebop music.
That's fun.
I saw the first season of Spy X Family and loved it. I need to see the second season. I know there's seasons for us. Season 2, I love that. So I definitely want to see that. So I haven't seen a whole lot of anime, but I've loved what I've seen.
Yeah, you should try out that stuff he was saying.
Okay.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like the complete. There's a Full Metal Alchemist they put out in the 90s, and it kind of veers off course because they ran out of manga. And then there's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is after the manga was over, they made another anime that follows it more closely. That one's fun. I already forgot what the other one you mentioned was. I'm terrible.
Wait, what's right here? Full Metal Saga.
Yeah.
Nice job on the Barreto pronunciation. Thank you. How about this pronunciation? Jake, I feel like Slaneye, the horn god for you. Holy smoke. What? I do not even know. I think the answer to this question is Julie Newmar because she's on the cover. I forget if Eartha Kitt or Lee Merriweather are in these, but I know that I know that Julie Newmar is in. Oh, gosh, these stories are so fun. Batgirl's in it too. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Focus. Just remember, Ambien was designed to medicate brain damage, and then someone figured out how to sell it as a sleeping medicine. Okay.
There's lots of stuff like that.
I am 4 years behind. You're right. Dom said mainline Batman. That's still these 30 Batman titles. I'm kind of caught up on all these other Batman titles.
I think he meant like adjectiveless, just Batman.
Oh, different issues had different Catwoman models, like the series. Okay, good. Okay, thanks. Yep. Okay, we think Dom has his Wi-Fi back up, so we will wait for him to return. Harley is now taken over in being in everything Batman and DC, and that's a good thing. Yes, all Harley all the time. Matthew Rosenberg's series did a great job of killing off any. This doesn't sound good. Killing off any enthusiasm for Joker.
Well, I don't think he liked it.
Ooh. Star Wars: The Rebellion Legends Volume 6 for Epic collectors. Here it is, Josh. Trigon Deluxe Edition just for Josh.
This also has an anime from the 90s. I think they did a new one too.
Good day, Knocked. Omnidog's Vault. Hello again, Webhead and Dom.
Hi. Dom will be back.
Do not watch Tusk. It's a horrible and grotesque movie. You will never get that time back. Thank you, Kane.
I would definitely watch a trailer before you jump in that one.
Yeah, okay, I won't. He's in Chasing Amy. I'm totally gonna watch it if he's in Chasing Amy, and I want to see Chasing Amy anyway. Webhead got it right. Now that's a completely different pronunciation. Flanye.
Yeah, Flanye.
Flanye?
Yeah.
Why does it say slain then? What's going on here?
Because it's in another language, Jeff.
Oh man, Schlanye. Just say Schlanye. Oh, this is painful. Yeah, it is painful. Kind of hate the fact that has Mephisto, X Factor Omni has Mephisto versus X Factor, which is not collected in Prelude to Mutant Massacre. Mutant Massacre, that's like the one missing issue. Oh dear.
Stuff like this, you gotta just be realistic about how much it's worth it for one issue. If everything else is good, you can just read that one issue on Marvel Unlimited or something.
Yeah, I feel like we already did see a Tom Taylor omnibus for next year.
Was that one of the 800 things?
Yeah, I think so. I recall that. On the show I did with Dom and Very Fine, I think that it was solicited there. Right. I'm trying to catch up because I know you guys are talking about stuff.
I know there's a Sealy one.
Oh, that's the Rebirth one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Indeed.
I have the infamous Uncanny Volume 5, and I don't have the Mutant Massacre nor Fall of the Mutants, so I'm excited to get the X Factor Omni. Love your avatar.
If you ain't doing the other events, then that makes sense.
I'm not the biggest anime fan, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is amazing.
You know what? I found it. There is a a Nightwing by Tom Taylor omnibus.
That sounds right.
Yeah. It actually seems like it won't be the whole series, though.
Oh, okay. It may just collect like the first 3 books. We decided it's continuing after Volume 5 still, right?
I think so, because this Omni is it's a 78 through 100 and some other stuff, but I'm pretty sure that the one from this was already over 100, wasn't it?
wait. This one. What does this one go to? And you said that it's still continuing after this, so we figured it was still ongoing.
Yeah. So it must be. Let's see. This one goes 101 to 105. So this trade takes place in the issues exactly after what they solicited for the omnibus.
Oh,
omnibus ends at 100, and then this is. So hopefully they will put out 2.
Dom Ban Jess, Blade of the Immortal is a classic. I respect you, but it is so good. Well, Dom's not here to ban me, so sorry. Full Metal was great. Loved the manga. Read that first. The world building was so cool. Okay, cool. Jess, I ordered Trigun back in May 2023. Yes, excited. I thought so. Trigun soundtrack was amazing. Uno Imahori killed it. Oh, Ryan Bragg knows what's up. Harley is like the best DC character for me. That and Poison Ivy, they are great together. Viewer of the week. Thank you. Viewer of the week. Nice. Okay, we did that. Okay, here's Trigun that Josh was waiting for. Usagi Yojimbo, Ice and Snow. Standard hardcover. I've lost track of Usagi's. I've lost track of where they are now. So
I don't even know anymore. There's so many of them.
Brittany Murphy is the Harley Quinn we should have had. That's really a good call. Brittany Murphy was very talented. Remember my uncle telling me that King Tut was introduced in Batman 66 when Frank Gorshin became unavailable due to a prior commitment. Oh, and they got Victor. I didn't know that. And they got Victor Bono to play King Tut. Interesting. Wait, somebody asked about the John Aston's Riddler. That's right. Gorshin must have been doing something else for John Aston. I remember John Aston being Riddler. He didn't shave his mustache either. But they didn't paper over it. All right, here we have the book. Everybody's all flipped out.
We've already talked it out.
Yeah,
you know what you're into. We're not talking about it anymore.
Done. That was the end of September 10th. And now September 17th. Absolute Jakey Boy. Dark Knight Master Race. I already had comments from the recorded video you and I did that this was actually fairly decent. So
okay. It's not written by Frank Miller. It's Azzarello.
Oh.
So I can see it being not
terrible.
You know.
Okay. Whoop. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring that back up.
Not at his peak anymore as far as writing goes, but I mean, Azzarello is probably a good fit for Frank Miller-ish kind of stuff because he's a bit of an edgelord too.
I know Lori Petty. Was she in Free Willy? I feel
also,
like she was.
Dom.
Hi, Dom. Welcome back.
Now get behind the picture.
Can we get a Mephisto omnibus? What the? Omnidog is still on? Where does this Iron Man find the streaming stamina? Bunk, I had so much fun with you. That was a great show we did together. Okay. Webhead, Omnidog 12. There's also the OCD collector question of whether one also intends to get X Factor, the original X-Men Volume 2, and could not stomach not also possessing Volume 1.
So my question for those that would want the Volume 2, if you're buying all the crossovers, and I don't know off the top of my head, it would take me a little while, are there issues that would be in a potential Volume 2 that aren't already in the crossovers?
You guys talk it out while I take a quick break.
All right. Do you know, Dom?
My head gets fuzzy with the late 80s, early 90s stuff, even though I claim to love the Mark Silvestri Uncanny Run.
Well, because if we look at, okay, so we've got the Prelude, which is X Factor 1 through 8. Then there's the Mutant Massacre Omni, which is 9 through 17. Is Fall of the Mutants next?
Yeah.
Fall of the Mutants is X Factor 18 through 26. And then you have Inferno somewhere. Inferno Prologue, whatever it is.
Inferno Prologue and then Inferno.
I think that you have a line through the entirety of X Factor. Like, yeah, so then Inferno Prologue is 27 through 32. And then I think Inferno presumably is, 33 through something or other, if I were to guess. I don't know why these.
What do we have Extinction Agenda collected in?
Well, it's getting its own thing. Hold on.
We are getting an Omni of that. I do know that.
Yes, there's the there's an the Extinction Agenda omnibus. It's going to have its own. You're right. And then Inferno X Factor 33 through 40. So you're going to have through event omnis, you're going to have at least 1 through 40. And you're saying 41 through 54 and 56 through 59 are not collected. So after Inferno, are there more events, or is it just straight into Extinction Agenda?
I think there's like a little lull.
Okay.
Right.
So
in between, yeah.
That's
like
what
from
it would
issues
be.
51 to 50 or 60, I believe, is like.
So then, if we're looking at this X Factor omnibus, it's 1 through 26. So then you're looking at like 27 through. I mean, it's probably going to stop right around 50 for the second one, which is. Yeah, I guess you end up, if you're really trying. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you may have to get volume 2. Yeah. If you're trying to get all of X Factor.
Yeah, that is the. Omar calls
volume
it
1
one of the perks
is
of being
all collected. Yeah. One of the perks of what?
Perks of being a part of the Curse of X. This is one of them. You will always, no matter what era of X-Men you are in post Giant Size, always be inevitably stuck to events
missing something
that miss out on something.
Is there nothing between Inferno and Extinction Agenda? Is that it? There's no event in between those two? Yeah, I mean, unless is there any event in between those two, or is it pretty much just a bunch of rando crap
it's just
until Extinction Agenda?
Issues of them doing stuff where they're not dying by the thousand.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a stickler about the missing content, you want all of X Factor. Yeah, you're gonna have to at least get that volume 2 because you're gonna be missing some stuff probably, like 10 issues. So, I don't know. I mean, I would encourage you, various collectors, to not spend too much time worrying about, oh, I don't have a volume 1 and I have a volume 2, or you're gonna be spending your money on filling in the shelf instead of getting more books. But I get it. So yeah, you're probably gonna have to get volume 2.
Bunk says, "Oh, there's the founder and president of Comic Releases, Tom of X." Nice that Webhead's boss came by. At least that's what the chat told me. Lori Petty, Tank Girl herself? Yes, I thought so. And I heard her voice on Batman the Animated Series. One of the last episodes I watched, I heard her voicing somebody. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, Lori Petty. I think she was Free Willy's trainer or something.
Oh, she was Livewire.
Livewire. Okay, cool. Okay, that's got to be it for X-Men talk. That's really, I'm not saying that to you guys. I'm saying that to the chat. Peace and love, but frick. You've got to figure it out. We've got to move on.
We did it. While you were gone, we figured it all out.
If you guys want, I'll bring over Curtis and and Peter to do a show on mine where it's buy this or not buy that X-Men edition, and we can talk about it.
But, oh my god, that'd be such a great episode. I would watch that. Definitely.
I mean, they need to map my X just literally to know which Omnis to buy.
X my dom. Phrasing.
We are still on. Wait, no, we're on week. This is week 3, the 17th.
We did it.
Okay, yeah, this is week 3, the 17th. Detective Comics, Rom V, Volume 3, Gotham Nocturne, Act 2. Don't get confused. I know it's easy to get confused. Volume 3, Act 2, standard hardcover. Yes, of course, I'm getting it, so you will get your omnibus. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Batman Incorporated in trade, the complete series. It's still available in standard hardcover, which I may get instead of this chonky trade. But if trades are your thing, get this. Batman and Grant Morrison chonky trade. I assume this
Those
is
Omnis
chonky.
Are pretty cheap, though, I will say.
$75 and each for 3 Omnis is pretty incredible to have in a run.
You can
and they're
get
still
them for like
available,
30,
right?
$40. Yeah.
I
think they're all still available.
Okay, okay, good. Here, I skipped all the other X-Men talk. No. Peace and love, but From the Detective, love it. Good. Oh, I forgot she was in A League of Their Own. That's right. New Spooey. That's right. I love that movie. Yeah, I remember her.
She has a very recognizable voice.
Yeah. Bloodstain by Linda Shajek or Charnay, Shanye, Slanye. I still think this is her covering up her husband after he's been working all night. Up through the entire night. Oh, Josh said Bloodstain is fun.
He stayed up all night drawing horny comics, and she's covering him up.
I wish we could have gotten that Poison Ivy book he wanted to do after Harleen.
Someday,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't mean never.
Yeah. Darkness, Complete Darkness, Volume 3. Oh, here's something that, who is it? Sazmurf wanted? Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider. And I know that cover had to have been glow in the dark back in the 90s. That just screams glow in the dark to me. I think I'm probably going to get this, even though I searched high and low to get the first complete collection. Yeah, this thing contains way more than the complete collections I have. So this needs to be gotten by me. Green Lantern, Jeff Johns, book 2. This will be the last time you get to see this logo here. DC. So cherish it if you're big into that. Everybody should already know how great this is. And we decided this is the first run of Hulk, the first 8 issues or 10 issues, 12 issues, something, Man or Monster.
Okay, I confirmed it. There is actually literally a glow in the dark cover of that. You're right. With a Ghost.
You mean
cover.
This is really going to glow in the dark?
There was at one point an actual glow in the dark.
Yeah, cover to 15. Sazmurf confirms it. I remember this. Yeah, the 90s.
He was looking at the same time.
Yeah, nice.
I was looking on, for these, I'll look on my comic shop because then you can see all the variants in one spot.
That would be really cool, but totally uneconomical for them to print a glow-in-the-dark omnibus cover.
It would be.
I don't want to pay extra for them to do that.
It would be $200. That would not be a $150 Omni.
No, you know what? Those Simpsons Treehouse of Horror books are glow in the dark. They glow in the dark,
but they're also not Marvel Comics.
Well, that is a fair point. Okay, that negates my argument altogether.
Like, well, I got nothing.
Yeah, Matt, I have no response to that. Good job, Don. Incredible Hulk, the first issues. Oh, fuck me. What?
This has the 8-page sequel to 3 Jokers in it.
8-page sequel. What? What is this book? The World.
Like,
What?
I can't.
It's supposed to be a compilation of new Joker stories told by. It's pretty much an anthology original book. Yeah. Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok are heading it because this is one of Jeff Johns' last works at DC before he's at Image completely full time without a DC book dangling in the wind side. But yeah, what Nixie said.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that Batman the World anthology. I did not particularly care for it. So this may be a skip for me.
It's going to be a skip for me.
Yeah, I would skip it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, CNSS. You think he shut me down, huh? My own show? Well, you're right. He did.
Yeah.
Boom. I had nothing. Micronauts. People love Micronauts. They've been waiting their whole lives for it. Here it is. Volume 2. 3 covers?
3
Of
covers.
3 covers. That Incredible Hulk Epic Collection only has the first 6-issue series. All the other issues in that collection are guest appearances in other comics. Thank you, Spooey.
Interesting.
Was it a green glow-in-the-dark cover, making Ghost Rider look like Derek Powers from Batman Beyond? I haven't seen Batman Beyond, so...
That's a good question.
I don't know. But it wasn't. I think it was gold.
The background's gold. I don't know what color he glows as.
Oh, yeah, no, I do. You're right. It could have been green,
right?
The original could have been green.
I bet it was. Like, all this white area in the cover is probably green when it glows.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so we're still in the 3rd week of September. Hot Paprika. Ooh, spicy from Mercandolfo. I'm going to ask Gio about this. He's a big Mirko Andolfo fan. I'll see what he has to say about it.
That was a favorite at my local comic shop.
This was?
Yeah.
Oh, you may be already talking me into it.
Yeah, we had like 25 people pull it, which was a lot for, an indie title.
Yeah. Okay. But did you read it at all?
I read the first issue because I just wanted to see what was up, and I did enjoy it.
Okay. What did you just put in the
Oh, it's a link to the cover. The glow-in-the-dark cover.
Is it similar to the omnibus?
Yeah, less color.
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll show this. I'm going to have to kick this off, but I know how to get it back.
You hope?
Yeah, I hope. There. That's what it originally looked like, and all the white glow.
The white flaming.
Yeah.
The fire. It rises.
Okay. Look at that. It's almost like I know how to work the technology.
You're learning.
Just, you need hot paprika. It's hot and spicy. Yes, it looks like that. This is the unedited one. Ooh. Oh, wait. That looks like the second print of number 15. Why the Last Nerd said original didn't have gold background. Okay, well, but we gave you the idea.
Oh. Yeah, I just picked one of them and said it was
Marvel used gold print for set. I do remember that. Yeah, I do. That's what they did with like New Mutants 87. They reprinted that in gold. The first Cable. I remember that. Okay, so spicy paprika. Marvel Masterworks, Ghost Rider, September 17th, the week of. Looks like he's fighting Mephisto there, or dealing with. And here's Sasmurf. Here's the other book we want, and everybody should want, right? Yeah, Dom's excited for it. Triangle Era.
I want to see how long that they go with it, because this was they kept that logo on for 13 years. From 88 till 2001. Now, obviously, we're not going to have all of those Superman. Maybe we will. Maybe they'll put out 10 volumes or 11 volumes of this. We'll be happy. I will say, though, I am interested to see what they do when they eventually get to the Death of Superman, if they're going to rebrand like the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 3 as, Death of Superman, or if they reprint or reedition Death of Superman in some way, or if they're just gonna say, nah, let's just reprint Volume 3 or Volume 4 as Death of Soups.
Why wants the stuff between Exile and Triangle Era? Yeah.
Wasn't there? I thought there was a new Superman Omni.
Yeah, it's an 11 to 12 omnibus run. If they actually do commit to putting out all of those different Superman omnibuses out. That's also what I told Omar when we did the preview, whatever is on his channel a couple months ago.
Yeah, so it's not Omar said that. Dom told Omar that. That's right. See, Dom's an influencer. Keep that in mind. Not kidding, even. So are we done talking about how excited we are for this book?
Sure.
Even though we spent 500 minutes on X-Men, here's the book.
Jerry, I really do appreciate that Jerry Ordway not only restored that cover, but he also added like a lot of different colors to it from like the original. He specifically restored it for this omnibus, which I thought was pretty cool.
Now, look, see, that's why you're an influencer. I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's really cool. Good for him. That's commitment. That's because he loves the character. And the DC's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Any other nuggets on this before we go? I feel like I want to spend 30 minutes on this and give equal opportunity to what we said about X-Men.
You weren't kidding about that the triangle logo, though.
Dude,
dang.
it's a long period of Superman.
Yeah, obviously, I'm trying to find where it actually ends.
Yeah,
I think it's literally the last book of 2001. The Triangle Era ends, and then the first book of 2002 doesn't have it. Interesting. Same writer on both of them.
This Power of Shazam also deserves.
I agree with that too. We got to get DC to put out that 87 onward Shazam run in Omnibus or DC Finest at some point.
It's okay, Next Imaginite. Omar didn't attribute his source. As far as you know, Omar didn't attribute his source, which was Dom. Not your fault, Next. Actually, I haven't eaten anything today yet. I've had 3 cups of coffee, but I haven't eaten anything.
I haven't had anything. I've just had coffee. I don't know what you mean.
It has nothing to do with my getting testy about X-Men, though. Even if I was full, I'd be getting flipped out. Here's Booster. Nice. Booster, of course you're getting this one. Whoop.
How dare you almost skip over Ultimate
I know. Another Ultimate Spider-Man cover with a symbiote on it. How droll. There's a good word you don't hear very much. Droll.
I agree. I can't believe they already had a Venom cover, they had a Carnage cover for Ultimate, and then they went back to another Venom cover. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah, Stuart Eminem is one of my favorite artists. I'm just very surprised that for 4 straight covers we've had a symbiote or some
And the DM variant is super boring. I'm not even gonna bother. You can go look it up. It's
DM
super
cover is
meh.
X-Men. We should talk about the
Yeah,
X-Men.
it's just him standing around with the X-Men. Jess just got furious.
Actually, anybody that thinks I'm serious, please don't think I'm serious. I'm having a blast. This is just us goofing around and me being a lunatic. So yeah, especially with this comment, how droll. I love that.
Droll.
How droll. Good use, Spooey. Here's a question. Can anybody tell me which video has very fine confirmed that triangle air omni will be completed? Or Dom, was it you calculating the mapping?
Yeah, I think James, if James is still here, he can link it. But it was during that stream with you, me, Jake from Raven the Boys, where we talked about the winter 2024 spring or winter 2024 DC catalog on Idlewise.
Yeah,
I had a whole spread like presentation and everything on it, and we talked about it for like 2 hours. That's the video.
Yeah. So Dom is the source from which all waters of knowledge spring.
The call
there you
came
go.
from inside the building.
Yeah. You can quote me on that. He's the source. This is not wrong, especially Demon and Jonah Hex. I don't know about Warlord. Peace and love to you. I know Larry wants Warlord. Slanya wants Warlord also, but I really want All-Star Western and Jonah Hex. I would upgrade. Those are going to be several Omnis for Jonah Hex. Several. But they're badly needed. Those are really good Palmiotti and Gray comics. Now, this is a question I don't know the answer to. Speaking of Kates, they got divorced, involved in a car accident, and recovered. Does anyone know if they are working on anything now? I haven't heard anything from them or their good mates. He's from Australia, so mates means friends, not, mates, like mating.
Thank you for adding that, Jeff.
Do we know anything about? Is Kate's working on anything now?
She's not working on a book as of the moment.
Really? Wow.
That
sucks. The whole thing.
Yeah, that's really. Oh, Harvey, what you? Did they cover their 60 points
football?
Did they cover their 60-point spread on Akron or something?
Just knows what's up.
I do. When it comes to Ohio State football, I do. And I know that I watch every Ohio State game, and because I'm a huge fan, but not Akron. God bless Akron. That's where I was born. I didn't grow up there, but I was born there. But the Zips against the Buckeyes, not happening. That is a preseason game. Marvel is terrible picking covers. If this is the fourth straight symbiote cover, that is odd and droll.
People must really like the symbiotes, or someone up at top was just like, hey guys, Stuart Eminem's a great artist, but I know we can't choose a non-symbiote cover. We got to pick one to line them all up.
Is this the final one, or do they still? No, 4
will take you to death of. Oh, sorry, spoiler of Ultimate Spider-Man. Sorry.
There we go. Okay. And has that been reprinted? Spoiler of Spider-Man, or is it going to be reprinted
this year? Right, Webby? That come out this year? That was this year, right? Earlier?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel like
it was quarter 2 of this year came out.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it had been reprinted.
Yeah, like I think that you're right. Like it already came out. Yes, in February.
I'll allow this. The DM Ultimate Spider-Man has the missing X Factor issues. Here it is.
Oh no, that's the wrong one, James. That's the wrong one. It's the one before that.
It isn't this one?
It's not that one, no.
What one's that?
Triangle era? No. We covered that one in an older one.
Oh, is this the most recent one we did?
That was the most recent one we were on, where it went way too long because we figured out covering 162 books in a 3-hour time frame is not ideal for any one of us.
Oh, that's right. That thing went on so long. You're right. Oh, yeah. Now I remember that with the spreadsheet and everything. Yeah. Thanks to Caitlin Clark, my brand new sports betting hobby has me up $400. Well, I love Caitlin Clark,
man.
I love Caitlin Clark, but I like my money more, and I am not getting into that sports betting. I am a terrible gambler. Terrible. What's my next bet? Oh my God, he's addicted. Jess, I did a live bet when it was really good odds and giving 39.5. They won by 46. Okay, here's my story of how bad I suck at gambling. This was 2018 when I went to visit Gabe in Las Vegas. I had a day to kill while he had to work. It was a Saturday. The signing that I went out for, Adam Hughes and J. Scott Campbell, was on Sunday. I got tons of FaceTime with Adam Hughes, so it was worth going out there. That was the whole reason I went out there. But I had Saturday to kill. I love college football. I love Ohio State. They were like, I feel like they were either 1 or 2 in the country at the time. And they were playing Maryland at Maryland. They were favored by 11. Maryland was like 0-10 at the time. No, wait, when did I go out? Yeah, Maryland hadn't won a game all season. I said 11 points. Here's a Benjamin on that. Yeah, absolutely. I'll watch that. It goes into overtime and Ohio State wins by a field goal. And I called my wife and daughter and I said, this is why Daddy doesn't bet. Kill me. Maryland takes them to overtime. Fricking frick. I suck at gambling. So there it is. Don't gamble, kids.
Don't do it.
No, even if it's Caitlin Clark telling you to. How many more symbiote Spider-Mans? Probably number 5. And spoiler,
listen, pipe down, or there'll be one on every single Spider-Man cover from here on out.
I hope Donnie gets in a good place again. Such a gifted writer. I agree with that. Everybody feels that way. Sure, absolutely. Happy Saturday. What's happening in your avatar there? I can't see what it says. It looks like
visualizing in the mirror to the person I want to become, and it's Snoopy.
Okay, how about this one?
Yes, that's the video.
Okay, this is the one that went on for 7 hours and had...
No. This is the one that only went for like 1.5 or 2 hours. We actually had a good time talking about stuff there.
Only.
We weren't dropping like flies, dead soldiers at the end of the Civil War on that one.
I know Peter definitely did.
Yeah, that was a long
I think he
one.
was like 1.5 hours late for his D&D campaign.
Oh boy, and he takes that seriously. As all D&D players do.
As all D&D players should.
Thank you. So I've forgotten what they're looking for if they go to this. Dom,
is Superman Triangle Years era omnibus conversation.
Right. This is where Omar got the info. This is the proof.
Proof of everything.
Proof of everything. Oh dear. I don't like where this is headed. I think I may be a natural gambler. This could be my new full-time job. Dude, please don't. Take that 400, get yourself some new spokes for your bike or whatever, and then don't gamble again.
Immediately cash out, man. Once you get into that hole, you are not... Like my friend, like I have a fantasy football league, and most of my friends like do Vegas and all that stuff. From my understanding, again, this is off record, putting it out there, whatever. They are down $12,300 combined.
Oh my God.
And this is just 8 people. Not everyone in our group gambles, but the people who do, we're down thousands of dollars, man.
And are they also college age students like
Where
you?
they are all my age or younger.
So they don't have $12, let alone $12,000.
I mean, they all
Please
gotta
don't
be in the hole for
cycle. I'm
over
begging
$1,000.
you. You might be kidding, but don't cash out that $400. Take your
Mhm.
wife to a nice dinner. Put it in the bank. Just quit while you're ahead.
The moment you think LeBron James, I know basketball's not on right now, but the moment you think LeBron James is going to get over 27 points, he's going to score 26, and you're going to be the saddest person in the world. That is exactly what happens every time.
Yeah, and you'll have ratcheted it up to like $2,000 that you're putting on it. So yeah, please don't. Oh, it's the worst thing that's happened to this country in sports. Oh, that's terrible. No, it's not minor league football. It's college football, Bunk. Stop it. No, you don't. Harvey, don't. Stop. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Don will be right back. We've got Symbiote Spider-Man for the 9,000th time. Unity by Matt Kint. Alien Books pumping these Valiant books out. This is nice. Hero Universe Origins. This is great. Good stuff. A lot of great creators. September 17th, and this is the last book for September 17th. Venom Shiver. I'm not digging that cover, but whose stuff is in it? Oh, Bernie Way, or not Bernie Way. Daniel Way. Yeah, epic modern Marvel epic collector, or whatever it is.
This was I think early 2000s / late 90s, maybe. That run.
I already deposited double my initial investment back into my bank account. Oh, thank you, Cycle. I'm not a total nutcase. You had me worried. I was worried. You're a friend of the show. I don't want to see you out with a tin cup on the street because you had a gambling problem. And thus was born the Cleveland Kid from Steve McQueen's Cincinnati Kid. Good pull. Okay, now we go on to the last week of September. Here, for Josh Greathouse, here's a Batman omnibus. And for Dom, the Arkham Saga omnibus based on the games. I have no idea if these are good or not. Interesting. I played the first game and loved it. I noped out on the second one. It was too many checklist things. I was not into it. But if you love the games, you may love this omnibus.
Yeah. I have not. I haven't read any of it. I kind of don't care.
Yeah.
I got the games. I'd rather just read regular Batman. But if you're into it, it's a nice collection.
Okay, now, if you win again and you do spend it on hookers and blow, that I approve of. That's totally fine.
Don't waste your money. Hookers and blows fine.
These are just reprints. These are just reprints. They're reprinting all the early Valiant stuff in big trade paperbacks.
Because I apparently missed this. They are owned by a new publisher now.
Alien.
That's what Alien Books is. Yeah.
Okay, so they bought the rights,
or they're being published by a different publisher. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I did love that first game though. That cover is
I thought
awesome.
they were all the Batman and Arkham games are pretty good. There's if you ever get around to it, the third one, they're like, it's not what you think, with the villain.
I don't know. I never got past the second task, which took me to 45 different places before I could get to the actual task. I was like, What is
open
happening?
world may not be for you.
It is not. No, I know, and so many games are. I still need to finish Horizon Zero Dawn, Western Horizons or whatever it was called. No, Horizon Zero Dawn, the second one that came out like 3 years ago when we got our PS5.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West. Thank you. My daughter just upped and quit. She's like, I can't do this anymore. So it's left to me, and I'm like,
the game that you started to play together, and you're like, now I have to do it myself. I don't even want to play this.
She's so good at fighting and switching over. I used to do all the fights, but now I just kind of sit there and watch because she's so good at switching between weapons and uniforms and stuff. So, yeah. Okay.
Got those quick reflexes.
Yeah. Yeah. Berserker, I have not read this. That's a cool cover. Has anybody read this, and do they know anything about it?
I have
Peter Tomasi, is that this book? That'd be interesting. Wait.
Like
I loved all these games. I just assume this comic is just comic adaptations. I don't know.
I'm not really sure. I don't know a lot about this book. I kind of honestly just ignored these when they were coming out. If I see stuff based on it's a comic, then the video game's based on the comic, and then a comic based on the video game that's based on a comic, I ignore that stuff usually. I wonder if there's anyone that really liked it.
Alien Books. Yet. Alien Books bought them out. Josh,
okay.
Your statement at 725 needs a little editing as to what's legal in Nevada. I'll give you a chance to edit that before I put it up.
Okay, based on what I see online, Alien Books has entered a distribution partnership with the independent company Fair Square Comics. Blah 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 blah. Summer 23rd, they've announced a partnership with Valiant Entertainment to be the new publisher of the Valiant universe. Okay, so they don't own them, but they're publishing all their stuff.
Well, this is worth talking about because Lionheart is the king of Street Fighter. Since we were talking about gambling, I played one of my friends in a best of 7 match in Street Fighter for $1,000. I won 4-zip. Oh, tax-free money.
Dang.
Ooh, can you imagine just handing over 10 Benjamins to a guy that just put the beat down on you? Oofa. Wow, good for you, Lionheart. Not that I'm condoning gambling. Hookers and blow, yes. Gambling, no.
Do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, whatever makes you happy. Now, has anybody read Berserker? Anybody know anything about it?
It's the Keanu Reeves book.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, but has anyone actually read it, though?
Yeah, I wonder if it's good.
Oh, there's one person. AS.
Oh,
love Berserker.
AS loves Berserker. Berserker's actually good. He's kind of like Vandal Savage from DC. Oh, Jose.
I have 2 of my friends who want to read this, so I'll probably be getting them this for Christmas or something.
Oh, you're a nice guy. You're a very nice guy. Omnidog's Vault needs a Christmas present too, just so you know. The Batman Arkham Saga
subtlety returns.
It's written by Tomasi and Paul Dini and is in the universe of the game. If you like the games, you'll like the book.
Fair enough.
You know what I will say about those books, not to rain on the parade. So in those books, or the lead up to Arkham Knight, we had like Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon get into an actual whatever relationship. Game comes out, they do a complete 180 on it and have Barbara dating Tim Drake instead of Dick Grayson.
Huh. That seems odd. What do you want me to do an overview of this Batman or Berserk? I can ask JP to send me. I don't. I mean, I don't know generally what he sends me what he wants to, what he thinks my audience is interested in. So I can request this. Berserker, let me know, Booster. Berserker or Batman Arkham Saga Omnibus. Oh, I'm definitely getting this. Department of Truth.
The complete
Wild Fictions, The Complete Conspiracy.
I know I said this, I guess, the last time we covered it on the stream, but my friend Steve Fox edits the series, so
he's a writer too, right?
He's a writer too.
And how did you get to be friends with him?
So on my old show that I did with my buddy Dylan, he used to be the manager at Top Cow Comics for their marketing department, and through that. Because Top Cow Comics from Image, they have their own talent hub where they sort of train whatever the next generation is. He was in the generation that had Teenie Howard, Steve Fox, Ryan Cady, and a couple of other people who are in the industry now.
Okay.
And we invited him on, or we invited Steve Fox to one of our shows on my old X-Men podcast. And yeah, since then I've been really good friends with him.
That's really cool. I heard a lot of good things about his writing.
He is an amazing writer and a pretty awesome person too.
Wait a sec. Mom of a 3-week-old baby in the chat. Whoop, not you, AS. Sorry. Comic Slayer here. Welcome. I hated Berserker. I feel like it conjure up a Roy Thomas level rant about that first volume. I want that on my channel. I will get that book.
Content for Jester.
Yeah, this Comic Slayer's rants are legendary. I will totally get that book. I will overview it, and then you and I can review it whenever you feel well enough. I know you've got your hands full right now, but wow. Just seeing you in the chat makes me feel good, Kristen. I'm glad to see you in here. And Roy Thomas level rant about that. Wow. That was such an epic rant. Good to see you in the chat. And Booster Green wants me to do Berserker. Okay, I'll text JP after this. See if I can. Berserker. I'll see if I can get it. Yes, it is an OHC. I think it's the same size as the other one.
Yep.
Berserker is a very cool story. An Immortal Warrior reads like a very cool Keanu movie, if that makes sense. Well, we have some pros and a very big con. Of course, the con is what I want to put on the air. When did you get your power back, Freddie? What's the release date? We are in the last week
24th,
of September, right? September 24th.
Yeah.
24th, 25th, wherever I guess you get your comics that week.
Yeah, Dom's doing the flex on who he knows in the industry. Oh, wait. I have a name drop. There we go. Name drop. That's a good one to know, Steve Fox. Congratulations. Happy for you and the family. Is this a spinoff of Department of Truth? I honestly don't know.
I think so.
It's a spinoff.
Yeah.
Spinoff. Okay. Freddie needs some placas ASAP. Is placas internet? Or is it Xanax for Puerto Ricans? What are we? What are placas? Okay, so Department of Truth, definitely want to get it. Final week is September. Oh, good. Good. Elric, this will appeal, I bet, to Comic Slayer's father, Larry. I believe he's a Michael Moorcock fan. Oh, Placas equals solar panels. I thought it was like something else. Elric, okay. Elseworlds Justice League. There's the picture of me as Superman when I was 16. That is totally what I looked like. Sideburns and everything.
Back in the 70s.
Yep, that was my graduation picture. It was so good from when I was 16. I used it when I was 18. But I'm totally getting this. This is volume 2, and I just saw on my wish list volume 1. Berserker guest rant, check. Hosting the X Factor TOXM Symposium with VFC Peter et al., check. Oh my God, Harvey, what the heck is wrong with you? A&M is giving Notre Dame 3 points. Should I bet $50 and donate the proceeds to the diaper fund? Baby needs a new pair of shoes. She could use diapers. Yeah, sure. Yes, I know. P.S. I don't know one single thing about college.
Exactly why you should stop right now, bro.
Yeah.
Or you get in the hole. That quarterback doesn't throw a touchdown. You dead.
Yeah. So Elseworlds, I'm definitely getting this. Excalibur Volume 3.
Finally, after what, like a year of delays?
Oh, has this been pushed back forever?
Yeah.
Some of these books just keep getting kicked down the road over and over.
Let me see
Well,
if I can...
I did find a copy of Volume 1, so I can read Volume 1 and 2.
Excalibur.
It got moved out at one point.
Last year. November.
That's right.
November. Okay. I shouldn't say this, but Notre Dame has some injuries. Their quarterback's banged up. He's coming back from like his 3rd ankle surgery, I think. That's why they're favored. Where is the game? Is it in is it at Notre Dame? South Bend? Oh my God, I shouldn't be doing this. What I was just telling him to
gotta be talking about comics, Jess.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it's not a hot tip. I never said anything.
It's never gonna end.
Sorry, I fell back into dark clouds. Epic Collection, last week of September. Counter Earth Must Die. Here's Mega Shrempser. Howdy doody. Welcome. And I'm getting this because these are the epics I get. Gen X. I love Young Mutants. I know. I apologize for that. I'm two-faced. I flipped a coin and it came up scratched up and I went to the dark side. Find this. I'm already dead. This is Matt Kint. I don't know anything about this.
It is an OHC though, I believe.
It's like 8x11, I think.
Yeah.
I better not answer any more of your questions, Harvey. I'm not. I shouldn't.
He's baiting you now.
Yeah.
You know,
who's Kyle? Who's Kyle? Kyle Field.
Like I'm not going to give him. I just need to make one more comment though.
One more bet and I'm done.
Yeah, right. This book, I actually haven't read it yet, so this might be something I need to...
It's Kent.
Yeah, I do like his writing. And this seems very oversized, right? You guys just said?
8x11.
Yeah.
Which is typically not what I expect when you see a Dark Horse like hardcover listing for only like under 30 bucks. They're usually standard
Dark Horse
size.
Yeah, it's Dark Horse has standard or like library, and that seems to be all they do most of the time. So this is
and this one wasn't marketed as a library edition, so
Nope.
Joker, the man who stopped caring.
You want to
This is
read
the
this
one
after
someone
your
mentioned
Tynan...
was terrible. This is the Rosenberg one.
It does say peace and love on it, though. It's almost like it's marketed to me.
It's marketed directly towards you. Yeah,
Thank you for joining us.
This takes place right after James Tynan's run, like directly after.
Okay. There was a question earlier that I didn't get to. Boosters getting... Whoop, I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, I'm getting all Elseworlds this month, too. The TV show I used to host is Collector's Showcase, and that's what Freddie keeps asking me to put up for Throwback Thursday, where I had a strong mustache and black hair or brown hair 30 years ago. So I know I need to work on that. I really do need to work on that, getting it up. Matt Kin is good. Let's get you back on comics, dude. Putting out a book he's illustrating and co-writing with his mom. Sounds like a hit. Yeah, shot.
Oh my goodness.
You're also ugly and not in a beautiful 2000 AD. I actually don't mind that logo. Thanks, AS. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Okay, NYX Gallery Edition to pair up nicely with your One More Day Gallery Edition.
Oh God.
This is an utterly reviled run.
Is this something you hide where no one can see it?
People
Laura
do
Kinney
not...
is my favorite Wolverine-related character, but I recommend all people to stay away from this book as far as possible if you want to get into the character.
Yeah, I only kept it because it's an oversized hardcover and it looks cool on my shelf, but I doubt I'm going to read it again. It's not the Laura you know now. It's very dark. Not cool.
It's putting it lightly.
Yeah. I don't want to go into what she does. Oh, well, here's a collector's showcase on Barbies. That was actually a good show. Thank you. Yeah, you can watch this after the stream. If you want to copy and paste, that was my collector's showcase on Barbies. She was a very knowledgeable collector. Okay, this is a book. Save your money, though. Parental advisory is being a little bit light on that.
Oh, it's an understatement.
Yeah. Reader advisory is what it should say. Okay, I'm excited for this. Poison Ivy Book 3, Morning Sickness.
Is she having a baby with like Swamp Thing or what's what's happening here?
I don't know. I'm only caught up to book 2. I haven't continued reading it because I want to be surprised, but I'm very excited for this.
It's a tease.
I go to sleep, you're there. I wake up, you're there. You make me feel watched and loved. Good, Omnibo. There we go. Oh, Why the Last Nerd? You're getting it because I'm buying all these standard hardcovers.
If we're getting Nightwing by Taylor this quick, man, there's no way that they're not going to do Poison Ivy by Wilson and Takara.
It's really popular and for a good reason, right?
I remember when this got solicited, it was supposed to be a 5-issue series, and now it's become one of their flagship and best-selling books, which is amazing.
Yeah. G. Willow Wilson knows how to write, and the art is really solid. Like, really, really, really good.
The main cover artist for this, Jessica Fong, apparently she is she's local or lives in my area and is really good friends with my local comic shop.
Get her on the show, and you can do another name drop then.
I'll figure something out, because his my story with that is that her dad would buy 3 copies of Poison Ivy, and we had a rule, at our shop, like, to prevent speculation and people flipping. People can only usually like buy 1 for their household. Like that's usually our rule. He came up and he was like, oh no, like, my daughter is like the artist for the series, like gave me all this. I'm like, oh, my bad, sir. But no, he is a pretty cool person, and apparently so is Jessica. So that's my addition to it.
She does the covers for these.
She does the covers for the run.
Well, if I was a proud dad, I would buy at least 3. That is really cool.
For sure.
Harvey, give it up.
Just if you ignore it.
I know, but I feel like an intervention is due here. Here's another book everybody's looking for. I know. Forward to Sazmer, if this is one you were looking forward to. Complete Black Costume Saga.
This is the one that dips heavily with Volume 5, right? Or Volume 6?
I think maybe Volume 6.
Yeah, Volume 6. Yeah, I think you're right. I wish I was... Oh, yeah.
But people are very excited for this. I know Sazmerf is. I may get this, not sure. Spider-Man Deadpool. The thumbnail trifecta. Yeah, I picked 3 good books for that trifecta, right, Saz? Got all 3 of them on there. I enjoyed this run. I enjoyed the Joe Kelly book the best, but there were some fun moments in this. We 3, if you want to get your heart torn out, 20th anniversary deluxe edition. Very
getting the direct market for this. This is an absolute must buy for me.
Okay. Forward by James Gunn. Grant Morrison on the accessibility scale. 1 being Klaus, 10 being the filth. I feel like this is maybe a 2, 2.5, 3. It's very accessible, but it is definitely going to yank at you. Yeah. I don't blame you for wanting to get it. It is a great story, but it's heart-wrenching.
I wonder, since it's Frank Quietly, if we could get an absolute of this someday. That's the one thing.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's always one thing I'm scared of with DC is, like, I mean, this happened with Mr. Miracle, where you get the deluxe.
Yeah.
We're putting out an absolute. Wait, what?
No, they did that crap where they did standard, then deluxe, then absolute. And I was like, come on, guys.
The art is fantastic. Story's fantastic. It's just it's got a better ending than Pride of Baghdad, that's for sure. Does this have creepy psycho dog like new X-Men? Creepy Emma?
Hey,
take that back.
That's
where I fell in love with Emma. Yes, I'm aware she's not a real character or a real person, but that new X-Men is where I fell in love with Emma. Come on. It has a very cool psycho dog. This isn't a bad request. Camelot 3000, Brian Boland art. Yeah. Very good. Emma's better than Jean for Cyclops. And who's better for Jean than Cyclops?
Me.
Wolverine.
No.
Oh, you.
Me.
Oh, Tom. Sorry.
Me. Shut up.
Sorry.
Wolverine can die in a ditch. That's what he can do.
Yes, it does. And we come to the end of September with Extreme X-Men Volume 2 Omnibus.
This is where they're collecting the Mila Manara X-Woman one-shot.
Is that good?
Mila Manara was the one of those horny European artists.
Yeah, that's a way to say it. Yeah, he's the one that did the Spider-Woman cover that never got printed because he drew it like he would draw a Spider-Woman cover.
It's definitely one way of putting it, but yeah, that is Storm.
I want is that one shot included in anything else or like the trades?
Not oversized, no, but it is collected in this.
Okay. Okay. I have all my Milo Manera stuff in the Omar box.
That is
on
so
my
random.
What?
That X-Women thing. Is that written by Claremont?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess they just are like, I don't know, here's some weird Claremont stuff.
It's Claremont's fetishes in the 80s dialed up to 1 billion in that one shot.
Dialed up to 1 billion?
Oh, this stupid thing.
Yes.
I remember seeing this.
Yes.
Well, here you go, Jess.
Domino and Wolverine is cool, but Jean and Wolverine always was weird.
See, that's an opinion.
Jean and Wolverine gets weird sometimes because Wolverine is so old.
That's why he should die in a ditch. We don't need him.
Clip that and send that to Very Fine Condition, James.
Please do.
Please do. He can die in a ditch.
He's gonna stand right on that hill. What did you just send me, Webby? What covers this?
That's that horny X-Women book.
Should I show? Okay, wait. I'll go to it, and then I'll.
Yeah, look at it first. It's. I mean, I've seen worse.
Oh, I've seen way worse than this. But this
that Hopper cover was much hornier than this, actually.
This is definitely Manera art.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is. I mean, if you get the book, this is what's gonna be in it. Yeah, I'll show this.
This is the peak of comic book writing. We're at the apex.
Yeah, that's. You ask Manera to draw a cover, that's what it's going to look like. And I know everybody wants me to try and get that bigger. There we go.
You know what, maybe Marvel looked at maybe this is like a second or third redrawing of this, because first time through they were like, no, that's way too horny. Can you please tone it down?
Can you paint in, all the butts with clothes?
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, ugh, fine.
Treasury edition from X-Women. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what you get with European artists, because violence for people in the US is sexiness for the Europeans. That's the barometer I always compare it to.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know the answer to that.
He's writing Wolverine right now, so yeah.
Okay, good. We baited Rodimus with that, so that's worth it.
I don't think I like that phrasing.
Which phrasing?
Yes.
What Tom just said?
No. When you said you baited Rodimus with that one.
Well, baited on the hook. We hooked him fishing. It's just.
I didn't even think about it like that, bro.
Yeah, come on. There was an absolute We3 announced many years ago, but then tragically yanked from the following solicits.
Okay, so I got to add that to my list of DC books that they canceled for absolutely no reason.
Graveyard of DC
still waiting
books.
for Impulse by Mark Waid, you cowards. Reprint that. I don't care what it takes.
Did they did the? Did they do the Young Justice one? They actually did that one, right?
Yeah. You have it.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my absolute Adam Hughes work for DC that they solicited in 2019. It is the oldest thing on my wish list, and I refuse to take it off. I want that book.
He is one of my favorite cover artists of all time. So.
Oh yeah. Hey. No, Harvey, I'm not. No, stop. How many Marvel Omnis coming out in the final week of September? Well, let's see. Let me share this again, and I can run through it real quick. Final week of September is 1,
2,
2.
Not you.
3.
That is.
I think it's just the 3.
Just 3.
Yeah, I think that's
it. Yeah,
just
3.
Just 3, unless they delay it. They probably won't, but I think we already said that when this.
We're Omni's total with this one in 1 week.
So I will go over real quick what we just showed, and everybody can tell me in the chat what books you're looking most forward to. Starting with this one, I'm going to zip through these. Batman City of Madness, that, Elseworld Superman, Joker Killer Smile, Marvel Encyclopedia, Mystic.
I know you're waiting for that one, Chess.
I'm waiting for JP to send it to me. Slanonian.
Slaying Onions.
Sleeping Beauties. Turtles Compendium. Shadowman reprint. Vinland Saga. X Factor. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. All-Star Batman. Avengers. There's a Marvel Omni. Batman 66. World's Finest. Batman Joker Year 1. Den 3. Wait, Den 3? Yeah, yep. Den 3. Joker Tiny Onion. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Giant Size X-Men. Nightwing. Star Wars Rebellion Volume 9 million. Trigun. Sagi Yojimbo. Mutant Massacre. DK3 Absolute.
Really?
Detective Comics, getting that. Batman Incorporated. Batman by Grant Morrison. Bloodstain. Darkness. Ooh, Ghost Rider. Green Lantern. Hulk. Joker of the World. Micronauts. Paprika. Ghost Rider. Marvel Masterworks. Superman Triangle Era. Symbiote Spider-Man Volume 4. Unity. Venom. Batman Arkham. Berserker that Comic Slayer hated. Wild Fiction's Department of Truth. Elric. Justice League. Excalibur. Fantastic Four Epic. Gen X Epic. Matt Kint book. Find This, I'm Already Dead. That's the Joker.
Man, so many books. It seems like even more when you just go through them all.
I know. 60 books. And these aren't even including trades. Spider-Man Black Costume.
Spider-Man Deadpool. But not really.
Right.
Probably double. It'd be like 100 and something.
3. So, If anybody's still watching after all that, thank you. What's everybody getting?
There are lots of replies with that.
I think it's only Superman Triangle years and we 3.
Okay, there's another baiting of Extreme X-Men. Milo Manera is a household name in a lot of Europe.
Keep baiting, Jess.
He doesn't exclusively do horny comics. He just does a lot of them. More cheesecake. We need something to answer for Nightwing's booty. I'm all for more cheesecake. I'm up for this. A Tash and Adam Hughes collection. What's the next oldest wish list item? I will look.
It's that Neil Adams, the Batman one, right?
Gosh. Oh, yeah. Nobody's saying he's not phenomenal. He's amazing. Dana Andra. I want the Hercules Unbound collection inked by Wally Wood that DC announced then pulled, hoping they'll do it as a DC finest. Oh, yeah. Tyler and I, maybe this week we can do it. We'll talk about toys this week. Speaking of, cut it out.
It got you in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
I should have known he wouldn't care about Batman. Vinland Saga, Trigun, Darkness, Paprika, Soigné.
You got it.
Oh, good. Thank you all again. Thank you for being here next Imaginaut. Have to run off to a screening of Rap World. Hope you and the viewers all have a great rest of your weekend. Yeah, happy Labor Day weekend to everybody in the U.S. Happy normal weekend to everybody everywhere else. City of Madness, Elseworlds, Superman Triangle. Not in the slides, but I'm looking more for a final cut on the 25th. First new Charles Burns book in 10 years. One of my favorite creators since I started collecting Black Hole and singles in the 90s. Nice. Ghost Rider Omni, Ultimate Spider 4, and Extreme Milo Manera Volume 2. That was a late addition to Rodimus's wish list. Not enough Joker. How dare you? For me, Ghost Rider and X Factor. No, I don't care that you buy it. I just didn't feel like talking about it anymore. Yeah. You buy to your heart.
We have had the same conversation about X Factor for like the last 2 weeks. It's kind of
we got full court press on that one, and now we're done.
Yeah. No, you buy it and enjoy it, Lionheart. I'm all for it.
Buy it. Do it.
If it's what you want, it's what you should get.
Joker Tiny Onion, Joker Year One, Batman City of Madness, Department of Truth. Elseworlds, Trigun, already own Vinland, and I will get the upcoming Soigné definitive paperback editions later. Superman Triangle era, but we'll wait for Volume 2 first. Mystic, maybe. Soigné, if I can find it. You could probably find it first thing Tuesday at noon on IST, and CGN may have it also.
You know, I thought I looked there and they were out too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your best bet is to be right noon 01 Eastern Standard Time on if OPB's already sold out. I would definitely try in stock trades them at noon 01.
Yeah, OPB and CGN are sold out of pre-orders, but you know, drop by IST. I think you'll probably be able to get one.
Elric, nice. I will read Hot Paprika right now to see if I want it actually physically. How are you reading it? On some digital thingy? I'm getting nothing. I'm on a semi-buying hiatus. Good for you, Kane. Stay strong. Well, Dana flexing. Already got Den 3. Nice. Prelude, X-Men, Mystic, We 3, Trigun, Extreme, and Black Suit. Big month for Alex. Oh my God, both Superman Triangle Years and Spidey Black Costume Saga? Yeah. We 3 Deluxe for sure. It's been out of print a long time. I don't know that I'm still saying it right.
Can you still say it? Say it, Jess.
Soigné?
Well, there you go. That's twice in a row.
Wow. Batman the Cult Deluxe comes out in October or November.
Perfect time to promote comicreleases.com so you can know the exact date
Place.
of.
But the answer is October. But it is on our site.
Comicreleases.com. And we didn't get any phone rings. I'm kind of disappointed that people didn't sign up after the amazing run we had last time. Everybody needs to sign up.
There's always a next time.
Okay. I will continue.
No, never mind.
Oh,
never mind.
Damn.
My email was just behind.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, you're just so people don't get FOMO. Slanye is getting a paperback reprint in January.
But if you want the hardcover,
a hardcover set, nicely priced. Yeah. Speaking of cheesecake, I recently heard Karma Volume 2 from Dynamite will be trade paperback only, no HC option. Is this true? I thought, for some reason, I thought Karma Volume 2 was a Kickstarter right now.
I thought it was too. Apparently not.
Oh, that's a radical step, Rodimus. Selling those East of West Deluxes? Oofa. Okay.
I'll get
you
like 10. Don't do it. But it could get you 10 Omnis, but don't do it.
Don't do it.
I wouldn't.
I would not.
That's not getting. I don't know that that's getting a deluxe reprint. Have a great holiday weekend. Great stream and chat. Thank you, Gary. Here's comic releases. World's Finest. Yes. Superman Triangle Years 1. If anything, can someone sell me on Trigun? Never heard it. I am not the person to do that, but maybe Josh can give you the elevator pitch on Trigun, or somebody else in the chat, or somebody else that's read it. Comic Releases Patreon, Comic Releases Discord.
Thank you, friend.
I hate to say it, but excited for DC's standard hardcovers the most. World's Finest and Poison Ivy, yep, and then Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 4. Oh, we didn't miss it. We just don't trust that it's going to be put out.
It's also coming out next month, not this month.
Yeah, it got moved in the last week or two.
Yeah, so we didn't miss
I remember seeing that one.
We don't miss things. We 3 Deluxe, yes, Department of Truth, and maybe Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Watch the Trigun OP. You'll know instantly if it's for you. What's that?
Oh, get a phone ring. Jess.
Oh,
just got an email.
Nice. Somebody signed up for Patreon.
Thank you, Mr. Rodimus. We appreciate it.
Nice, Rodimus. Thank you.
Hey, awesome.
Nice. There we go. I feel better now. Good. I don't know that that's when I'm going to be able to overview if it's as spicy as I think it is. Okay. Here's Josh's Trigun. On a desert world, there is a man who is such a On a desert world, there is a man who is such a desert, he is known as the humanoid typhoon. He is the greatest gunslinger. The catch, he avoids killing and is a goof. The story is how he, the most wanted man in the world, is the most wanted. Vash the Stampede is one of the best characters. As long as it's not Bunk doing the elevator pitch. The opening to the anime, but not Trigun Stampede. Boy, I'm lost here. Sorry. Actually, all Marvel Omnis, go for it, Lionheart. Super, you got that $1,000 cash.
I would be too, man.
Heck yeah. Superman Triangle Years, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers HC, and Darkness HC.
He keeps falling for it. He keeps falling for it no matter what we do.
I just I want to keep constant tabs on this man now. This may be your funniest bit ever. I just hope that I don't need to clear out a guest room for you. You skipped the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess box set.
I don't know what publisher that is. Oh, it's Viz. Yeah, we don't usually cover Viz.
Oh,
that's just straight up manga.
Thank you, Megan. I love you back. Look at that. Yay. Peace and love. I may have to screenshot that.
You know what, though? We could put stuff that are cool, like
Feral Lad rules. Okay. You might be viewer of the month now. I like that. October is a bigger month for me. My wallet is screaming at me. Yeah.
That's the month where I die.
Oh, is it?
Uh-oh.
That's DC. That's both DC Marvel Omnis, Hellblazer by Delano. What else is coming out that month that's big?
Let's see.
Dazzler's coming out that month. What else is coming out that month? Yeah, that's like $400 right there.
Wow.
Radiant Black Year 1. Shoot, man. I'm gonna die.
Batman the Cult.
Harley's my favorite DC lady after Hawkgirl. Megan, where have you been this whole time? Wow. Oh, yeah. I love Emma and Ileana, and I love X-23. I have a boss. I don't think I can show it up there. There's my X-23 little statue right there. Yeah. And then next to hers, Ileana, then Scarlet Witch, and then Emma. They're up there. And I catch grief from Very Fine Condition because I have the same Marvel Select X-23 statues. One has her mask on, same pose. One has her mask off, same pose. And I'm like, but they're completely different statues. One has the mask on, one has the mask off. He continues to give me grief. Oh, when's the Uncanny 2 reprint? Is that next month?
Next month.
Oh, okay.
October is where wallets die. And it's not even Christmas time yet.
Just saying, 10 p.m. intervention stream cheaper than having cycle over. Thank you. No, Bar's asleep. It's 8 o'clock, 8 hours past time in Israel, so she's sound asleep. I think she has work tomorrow. And I also think The Strange Case of Harleen and Harley is finally coming out in October. Ooh. Right? Yeah. Here, let me get the statues for you, Megan, since you're such an X-23 fan. My new favorite viewer.
See if we can. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, CGN's date has it wrong. Penguin Random House does list Savage Sword of Conan as coming out on the 1st of October.
See, these are completely different.
Oh, I love that. Where'd you get them?
I think Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't. These are old. They were in my other house, so I don't know how. Marvel Selects, I don't know if they sell out very often. They might still be there at Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, these are completely different. I don't know how he thinks they're the same. Crazy. Totally different, right, Freddie? Yeah. Oh, you got an ad? Okay, just a sec. Oh, I see it now. I think they were like $30. I'm not doing a good job there. I'm showing them. Yeah, on Big Bad Toy Store or someplace. I don't think Marvel Selects sell out very often, so you should be able to find these. And if not, eBay should have them cheap. I saw by the way you spelled favorite that you are from the UK. I don't know what UK eBay is like, but these shouldn't be too hard to find. Sorry you got an ad. X-Men's my favorite comic if it's got Emma, X-23, Illyana, Rogue, Psylocke, Jean, and the Stepford Cuckoo's in it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's sold out on BBTS. Okay, don't start statue collecting. Have a measure of don't be impulsive like Cycle Cleveland is, betting on games he doesn't even know about. This is actually correct. I'm one of the few that like the Bendis X-Men because there's so much Emma in it. It's so good. I really seriously dig it. Omar's not willing to play you. I think that you need to track him down. We have to figure out a way for you to bring your Street Fighter game and TV to some show, and you can oh yeah. Kate Pride, of course. Yeah. Kate Pride. Love Kate Pride. Axel, thank you for correcting me. She's the other one. I'm a big fan of her new X-Men outfit. That's where I first got a crush on her. Oh, HeroesCon 2025 is where it's happening. Okay, I'm going to be going to that one. I definitely will be attending that match. Loser has to eat a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I think I know who the loser's going to be. If you've already got 1,000 pieces of dosh in your pocket. Okay. This was great. Oh, yeah. Astonishing X-Men is great. You guys can leave, and I'll just talk to Megan for the rest of the night. This is great.
Yeah.
Surge is so underrated. I haven't read a lot of Surge. We are the... Wait. No, I didn't ignore your comment. Wait, where was it? Jess, give me heart. I've been here since the last stream. Only Bar gets called beautiful. Mohammed, you're beautiful to me. You are a long-time viewer. I'm giving you a heart. I'm giving you several hearts. Peace and love, Mohammed. You're always here for me. I always appreciate it. And you're not going off on some weird tangent about college football betting like my other longtime viewer, which is ridiculous. Look at Megan. We're all beautiful. Yeah, sure. Let's just keep talking, Megan. We have so much in common. Lionheart, you'll be there at HeroesCon? Okay, I will be too, and I bet Omar and Melanie will be. There's going to be a throwdown in one of the side rooms. We'll get it set up. That will be epic. CNSS, what a fun day of live streams. Got a lot done around the house. Good. And you guys keep me going. Thanks so much, everyone. Cool. Oh, Megan. I am wonderful. So great. Have you just been lurking before? Shashi, good to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Everyone here is gorgeous. Trust me, I was asked to do a calendar earlier today. Yeah, there was going to be a calendar of co-hosts of my show. And I said, well, I don't know if that's the best idea. I do have a lot of women coming up, previous women. I think maybe trading cards is the way to go.
There's not enough months.
Well, I think it'd be funny to see Bunk on a calendar, picture flexing, but I don't know that Comic Slayer would be comfortable following that up with just sitting there with her, baby or something. that doesn't sound right to me. I think trading cards sounds much funnier and fun. Hey, don't drag that into this. What's wrong with you, Sazmer? Come on. And I'm not, Harvey, I'm not even encouraging you anymore. This is just such a bad road you're going down. Oh my gosh. Upper management is just happy I'm not gambling on college football.
It's a low bar, but
yeah. I had a dog. She passed away last year, and we still miss her. I love dogs, though. Megan, you should join Discord. That's where it all happens. There's a whole dog cat channel. There's food channel. There's comics galore. James, could you post my Discord? Megan, that's where the action is. It's called YouTube.
Fast with that.
Yeah, he really is. It's called, well, unfortunately, it's an app.
Chatting.
Yeah, it's just chatting. It's a chat board. You can get it for your laptop or your phone. It's right here.
Or your tablet.
Sorry?
Or your tablet.
Or your tablet, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's always hard. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have a TikTok. I do have Instagram, omnidogs_vault, which James will be posting in 2 seconds. Omnidog_vault on my Instagram.
Oh, there it is.
There's my Instagram. Yeah, go there. There's a ton of stuff of me showing off shirts and hauls and all kinds of crazy stuff. And book reviews, things like that. This is true. Yeah. It's insane for a certain person in Cleveland, too. My shirts are on. Yeah, this must be Omar pranking me. Oh, okay. So, you guys all set?
I think we're good.
Patreon at comicreleases.com. Comicreleases.com for all your comic releases that are up to date through May, I think you said yesterday.
Yeah, we are.
So, yeah.
Yeah, end of May.
They like to put this stuff out real far in advance.
Yeah. Oh, here's Domabex's YouTube, which is also in my description. Comic releases and their Patreon are also in my description. Everything, a lot of other description stuff is in there. Comic releases Discord, which is crazy. Yeah, you never know. Good. You do not. You don't even know where Notre Dame is. Okay, so peace and love. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. We stayed strong at like 70 viewers for the whole time. That's good for 5 to 8. It stayed right up there. That's really nice. I appreciate all of you who stayed in the chat. I appreciate my co-hosts as always. They were great. Fount of knowledge, both of them. They know what's going on. And I will, let's see. We already talked about where to find them, how to send them money. Patreon, $2. Hardly anything.
We do like money. Yeah.
So, yes, thank you. Peace and love. And I will play us out with my theme song and go to these guys. They do amazing work at Comic Releases and Domavex's YouTube channel. He does work for some other channel, which we won't discuss right now.
Help Dom get to 2,000 now.
Yeah. What? What'd you miss? You missed your wife on here.
The whole stream.
You missed the whole stream. Comic Slayer came on here and told us how much she hated Berserker. Absolutely not. Don't come to my Discord to do it either. Go to their Discord.
They're gonna start.
Yeah, every single voice chat. I think for the last week we've talked about X Factor. So believe it or not, we will. No, honestly,
it is thoroughly covered.
Holy!
If you still have questions, please, for the love of God, just watch one of the videos.
Yeah. Okay. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This meant everything to me. I love all you guys, and this is totally fun. Peace and love.